Titans has Coach Cassidy and his team at a loss. In fact, it's been 3 losses in their last 4 games. The Titans have scored only 5 goals in that time. But Coach Cassidy is not expecting excuses. He's expecting someone to step up tonight against the Wheeling Nailers. It's Titans hockey and the ECHL next on CN8. Sovereign Bank Arena, it's Trenton Titans hockey on CN8. Tonight, the Titans take on the Wheeling Nailers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Mick Moddinghoff, and once again, welcome to Sovereign Bank Arena, where tonight the Titans are looking for a little goal scoring and a little bit of leadership. All you have to do is take a look at the last 4 games, and you'll see that the Titans have been struggling. Well, during that time, they've scored just 5 goals in the 4 games. The 1 win was a shutout, and the overall goal production now is down to 2.9 a contest. That currently ranks them 23rd of 28 teams in the ECHL. Well, once again tonight, I'm joined by Pete Caggiano. And Pete, against Dayton on Wednesday night, the team lost 1-0, and the coach put the team on the ice for wind sprints as the fans were filing out. So he looks for a little more intensity tonight, but I think maybe it comes down to leadership because most of the top goal scorers just aren't there.
Mick, it's probably a combination of both. Coach Cassidy was not happy with the performance on Wednesday night. And the reason for that is their leading goal scorer, Cale McLean, has been called up to Kalamazoo. Their leader in total points, Mike Hall, is out with a shoulder injury. So you combine that with the fact that the lines are now being changed around a little bit, it's a little tough to put the puck in the net. Now, the player that Coach Cassidy is looking to is his first-year pro, Mark Murphy. Mark Murphy right now second on the team with 8 goals and second on the team in points with 17. Real scrappy type player, likes to work real hard. He was actually a 95 draft choice of the Toronto Maple Leafs, but decided to go to RPI and had 4 outstanding years for RPI before joining the Titans this year. And he's the kind of guy who leads by example. Not a rah-rah type guy, not the kind of guy who's going to yell in the locker room, but show what he can do on the ice every night. And like he has done in the past, when I spoke to him earlier today, he predicted a goal. He said, it's not going to be pretty, maybe it'll bounce off me, maybe the little defenseman skate, but I'll score one. And you know what, Mick? Both the Titans and Murphy will take it.
Well, they need goal scoring from Murphy. As a matter of fact, Murphy right now is standing by with a 3rd member of our broadcast team in Bob Lampinen.
Thanks, Mick. With Titans forward Mark Murphy. And Mark, you know, your club's really been struggling scoring goals recently. What are some things you guys have been working on to try to get yourselves out of the scoring doldrums?
Oh, yeah, it's been tough lately scoring some goals. We ran into some hot goaltenders, but we've been working on trying to get the puck on net and taking the puck to the net. We've been doing some drills in practice, coming off the boards, and instead of making an extra pass or an extra play, just taking it right there and getting some shots, because, you know, the more shots you get, the better chance you're going to have to score some more goals.
Okay, well, thanks a lot. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's forward Mark Murphy. Let's go back up to Mick.
All right, thanks very much, Bob Lampinen. And tonight, the Titans will try to nail the Nailers and put the puck in the net here at Sovereign Bank Arena. Face-off just around the corner, and it's coming up, so stay with us right here on CN8. Tonight's Titans game is brought to you by First Union. Let us be your guide to the financial world. And by your Tri-State Toyota dealers. Toyota, real values every day. And by U.S. Airways, the official airline of the Trenton Titans. Well, welcome back to Sovereign Bank Arena as we are getting set for the Titans taking on the Wheeling Nailers tonight. Now a chance to take a look at our St. Lawrence Rehabilitation starting goaltenders. And in net tonight, Trevor Pryor gets the nod for Wheeling. His goals against, 3.60. And Buyar Amadovsky gets the start tonight. He comes in with a mark, well, pretty good, 7-5 and a 2.01 goals against average for Buyar. 7-5-1-1, and there's that 201 goals against average for Buyar Amadovsky. 2 shutouts this season, not bad. And once again, St. Lawrence Rehabilitation Center, the official helmet sponsor of the Trenton Titans. Wes McCauley, John O'Brien, and Bob Fryer work tonight's game.
Mick, I'm not sure which one of the linesmen has not shown up, but we're working with just a referee and 1 linesman tonight.
And you see the season series owned by Trenton so far. They won that one 6-5 back on October 30th. So face-off underway, and Buyar Amadovsky gets a chance to handle the puck and gives off to Cam White, who skates out of his own zone. He comes all the way to the blue line. He's being chased by Payton. Just dumps it in behind the net. Servin goes in after it. Fedoruk dumps it back into the near corner where Martin Servin tries to tie things up, and now Fedoruk, on loan from the Philadelphia Phantoms, tries to dig it out. Servin tries to leave it behind the net, and finally it's going to be picked up by Scott Burt, who tries to clear the zone. Payton skates it out, comes out with Sinclair, and now Payton, return pass. Goes into the corner, a nice hit by Brulé, and now they get a trip behind the net, but no call. The puck goes right out in front, and the Titans will gain control. Here comes Murphy. Murphy comes across the line, lets it go, and it goes right off the glove of Trevor Pryor, and now he covers up and holds on.
Mick, something Mark Murphy said earlier tonight, we have to get more shots. We have to put the puck on the net. And that's exactly what Murphy did in that situation. Coming over the blue line from about the edge of the circle, letting a wrist shot go about 40 feet out. Easily handled by Trevor Pryor. But again, that's the design. That's what the Titans have to do tonight.
Well, tonight's scratches, Loganoff and Sergeyev not playing tonight for Wheeling. Matt Hogan and Mike Hall, the scratches for the Trenton Titans. Face-off comes in the near side, and you take a look at Buyar Amadovsky getting a little equipment repair right in front of his own bench.
Seems to be working on either the skate or the back strap of the leg pad.
Buyar is going to get the majority of the work. 2 shutouts, one against Johnstown and the other against Hampton Roads. That came on December the 4th. Jed Whitchurch will take this draw against Derek Smith, and Smith wins the draw, and the Nailers try to come out. Whitchurch wooden off the plate, and here comes Smith. He's a goal scorer, and he fires just wide. Whitchurch digging in the corner, gives it back to Murphy, comes back to Smith at the point for Wheeling. Tries to start a play at the near circle. Rob Millar trying to dig things free. Finally, Barbarossa couldn't control, and it comes back to the blue line. Murphy was pulled down. Play allowed to continue.
Both the Titans and the fans are looking for a call right there as Murphy was tripped up right along the boards.
Burgoyne came across the line, but the play offside. It will come back outside the Trenton zone. Now there's Murphy, and we talked about him in the open. Might have been a trip here, Pete.
Well, as you see, he had a step on the Nailer player. He was by him, and if not for the stick, or it could have been the outstretched arm, we're screened here by the top of the boards. Murphy was pulled down, and usually in that situation, you do get a call.
The referee was right behind the play, and he let play continue. Face off just outside of the zone, and Jed Whitchurch will win this draw. Likit Andersson clears the zone. Whitchurch picks it up on the red line, tries to play through for Mader, but a little too far ahead, and Pryor right there to cover up.
Pryor being a little aggressive right there. Not one they take the chance early in the game, just 2 minutes in, holding on for the rebound.
Pryor making 30 saves on 33 shots last Sunday in a win against Peoria. And after an 0-9 start, this team for Murray Eves has really come on lately.
Well, they've been playing real well. In their last 10 games, they are 4-4-2. As you mentioned, 0-9 in the first 9 games of the season. And then they made some changes. They pulled in some new players we'll talk about later.
Coach Cassidy making changes as well, as we mentioned in the open how his top scorer is on the bench tonight with a shoulder injury. Here's a drive by Likit Andersson, knocked down by defense. And Sinclair wants to clear the zone and does. Sinclair, a local product, played his college hockey at Princeton. Sinclair tries to keep things alive. Now Seward behind the net, wants a centering pass, holding on, takes the shot, and Amadowski there to hold on in the crease and stop play.
Well, Amadowski is showing why he is third in the league in goals against. Real nice play to square himself up to the shooter. Went down a little early, but gave none of the net available. So he blocked the entire net with his body. The shot was taken right into him. That's John Sorg, the defenseman. That's the local boy from Branchville, New Jersey.
Got a shot there, and Amadowski equal to the task early. No score, just underway, 17:35 to play in the first period. And on the draw, the Titans will control. Bertoli ties up his man, and the puck comes out of the zone. Wickstrom gives chase behind his net. Masters just winds it back behind the Wheeling goal. Seward wants to clear, gets it ahead, finally picked up here by Wilgosh, and they'll just dump and chase. Amadowski winds it around for Bertoli, who waits for a little help. Now comes out of his own rink line pass to Mando. DJ Mando on his backhand, a shot and a save made by Pryor, and the puck just rolls behind the net. Backhander by Bertoli. Sticked aside by Pryor, and now Bertoli goes back behind the net. Masters trying to set up camp in front and try to get him the puck. Here comes Bertoli. Just rolled off his stick. Oh, nice sliding save on a second effort by Bertoli, and Trevor Pryor is equal to the task.
Great work here by the Titans, buzzing all around the net. Watch, he steps up with the backhand. Great save right there by Pryor. Look at it from this angle. You see how he sneaks the puck between, splits the defense, goes to the backhand, tries to hit the 5-hole, but misses. And then coming out from behind the net, the wraparound just slides off his stick. Couldn't quite get enough on it. And Bertoli then takes a quick shot, but Pryor doing a great job of anticipating, sliding to his right, anticipating the shot and making the save.
Well, 3 shots to 1 so far, and you see the chances right there for the Titans as they have put the pressure on Trevor Pryor, who does have a 3.60 goals against average, and Mando with a little rust up at the end of that play behind the net gets sent off. 2 minutes. So DJ Mando is in the box and first penalty of the night.
So far this year for the Titans, they are killing penalties at a rate of about 73.5%. They've allowed 31 goals and 85 shorthanded opportunities, and they've actually scored 3 shorthanded goals themselves.
Trigen Energy power play. And you see the Nailers. And then the penalty kill, not bad, 10th in the league. 83% for the Titans. So here is Millar giving the puck to Smith. Burgoyne back to Smith, who closes up the circle. Puck rolls off the skate of the defenseman, Barbarossa, and now comes back to the point. Burgoyne crosses out there with Slater. Back to Burgoyne from the near circle. Go back to Burgoyne for the drive. Oh, it was tipped and a glove by Julio Amadowski just to knock it wide.
Those are the toughest shots for a goaltender when they're redirected right in front.
Back to the point. Burgoyne gets it to Slater, who just rolls it in the corner. Smith waits for it there. Sends it over from Barbarossa, and the Titans take away the puck as Serpent will clear the zone, and the Titans need a change on the kill.
Great job by the Titans keeping the Nailers on the perimeter. 1 good shot and a very good save by Amadowski.
Here comes Jeff Burgoyne to center. Just dumps it in the far corner. Amadowski has it there. Plenty of time to lift it out of the zone, but can't, as it's knocked down at the point by Slater, and I think we're going to get a hand pass call.
That's exactly what happened. He knocked the puck out of the air, but the first person to play it was another teammate. That causes a whistle, and the puck comes outside the zone.
Slater goes to the bench. Has 2 goals this season, and a little pacing going on here for Coach Bruce Cassidy. 44 seconds left on the Trigen Energy power play, and Abadowski has been equal to all shots so far. On the draw, the Titans will clear. Trevor Pryor moves the puck away now to Grachev, leading scorer on the team, and Vladimir Grachev brings it across the red line. Stewart dumps it in, but it's broken up, and Grachev will have to go back to the red line to pick it up. Vladimir Grachev, a Moscow native, played 6 years with the Dynamo team in the Soviet Union. Here comes Wilgosh to the wing, and Sinclair fires wide. Payton gives way here to Wilgosh. Power play has 3 seconds left, and the Titans are close to killing it off, and they do. Back to the point. Grachev gives up. The pass broken up by Whitchurch, and here comes a 3-on-2 if the Titans hurry. It is Mando across the line, shot, and Trevor Pryor holds on. Oh, nice job there by Mando coming out of the penalty box to take that puck and fire the shot just as the power play comes to an end.
Mando actually had to slow down at the red line, otherwise it would have been a 2-line pass. He had to make sure the puck preceded him over the center ice line, and Mando, still looking for his first goal of the year, almost had one there. Good hard wrist shot, low. Tried to beat the goaltender between the legs, but Trevor Pryor made a good job of closing the pads.
Well, here come the Nailers, and right across the line, Burt dumps it back to the point. Oh, and it just rolled past Abadowski, and somehow Sergei Skrobot got a piece of that puck and cleared it before it could find the corner. At center ice, they will just dump it in behind Abadowski, and that plays offside.
I believe they're going to call an icing on that. It's tough to tell because the referee has to make arm motions for both icings, offsides, and penalties because they're working only with 2-man. And at this level, you don't work a pure 2-man system. If one of the linesmen is injured or doesn't show, the referee is a referee and a linesman, and the linesman is just a linesman.
On the draw here, it is Masters for the Titans, but he lost the face-off, and the Nailers will send this one the length of the ice. And in the ECHL, you don't have to touch it up. As soon as it goes across the red line, the icing is blown.
Automatic, just like in high school and college.
There's Scott Bertoli, 4-year player at Princeton. 6 goals and 4 assists for 10 points. Having a pretty good year when you consider that just really his first year of professional hockey.
He's one of those guys who's played in all 22 games for the Titans this year.
Perreault wins the face-off here for the Nailers. Bagnell wants to clear and can't. Finally, it's going to be picked up here by Perreault, who skates it out. And now they got a 2-line pass. Exactly. That's the call.
Again, confusing because you have referees pointing and blowing whistles, and that's because we're missing a linesman. Scott Bertoli, Milton, Ontario native.
Here's a sign here by Lowell, which kind of makes him a New York Islander property. Always a lot of home fans come out to see Scott Bertoli play.
You mentioned his first year as a pro, and the very first game, or should say the very first victory for the Titans, he scored in their 3-0 victory over Johnstown back in October.
Titans want to clear the zone, and they do. Likit Andersson will be first to get to this puck as it rolls behind his own net. Wants to play ahead for Henderson. It's broken up. Millar tries to corral the puck for the Nailers. Burgoyne is closing. It's still loose, and finally Abadowski will send it on its way. It's going to be picked up here, though, by Chris Slater, who just weakly rolls it in front, and the Titans come back. Here comes Henderson. Matt Henderson on his backhand, trying to turn the corner, left it right at the post. And Fedoruk couldn't get a stick on it.
That time Henderson carried it a little too deep. He had to drop that pass in front a little sooner so a teammate can do something with the puck. When you hold on to it sometimes too long, you lose the advantage.
Cam White wants to clear the zone, and it comes all the way to center where Derek Smith goes back and fanned on it, almost gave it away. Burgoyne wants to shoot it in. It rolls along the dasher, and Cam White will pick it up first. Nailers changing on the fly, and Murphy will try to start the Titans away. Here comes Whitchurch, ridden off the play nicely from behind by Wilgosh. And the Nailers want to clear, but Whitchurch keeps it in momentarily. Now here comes Sinclair. Shoots it into the crowd, and we have a whistle. 12 minutes and 17 seconds to play here in the scoreless first period as the Trenton Titans taking on Wheeling tonight. Hope you're enjoying the action on CN8. Stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back here to Sovereign Bank Arena with 12:17 to go in a scoreless game. I guess it really shouldn't surprise us we're scoreless at this point because, as we mentioned coming in, the Titans have just had trouble finding a net over the last 4 games.
Nick, both teams seem to be playing a little tentative right now. Not skating real quick, no big hits yet, kind of just feeling each other out. Want to see how this game's going to develop.
And when you talk to the head coach, Cassidy, before the game, here's a shot from the slot by Wilgosh, and it goes just a little bit wide as the Titans want to clear. He said they really haven't been doing anything different. They're getting their chances, 30 shots on goal a game, like this one here from Bertoli. They just haven't been able to put it in.
That's exactly so. I asked him, I said, is something you're going to do different tonight? Is there something that worries you? And he said, no, we just have to continue playing our game. I'd be worried if we're only getting 15 shots a night on goal, but we're getting close to 30, and that should be enough to put the puck in the net.
Centering pass by Payton goes awry as the Titans clear. The Nailers want to regroup. This one shot in from behind the red line, and that is an icing right there.
Interesting on that last shift. Sinclair plays right wing. Bertoli plays left wing. The 2 Princeton guys were going opposite each other on that shift.
Well, Masters goes to the bench, and Masters has been one of the goal-scoring threats this year for the Trenton Titans. 4 goals for 4 points, no assists, but he did score the game winner against Wheeling back on the 30th. Burgoyne has it behind his net. Wants to come out. Whitchurch right in front of him. Gets the puck ahead to center. Van Horlick ridden off the play momentarily. Now Burt. Ooh, nice shot and a glove save there by Amadovsky.
Amadovsky, he teased him. He gave him the short side. He said, go ahead, shoot upper glove. Shoot the short side and watch what I'll do. And it was beautiful. The shot came. You're not going to see a quicker left glove than you'll see right here. As the shot comes, left-handed shot on the right side, lets it go quickly, whipping up with the left arm, snags the puck right out of the air.
On the draw, it comes back to the point. We're going one-timer, and it goes just wide. Titans want to clear and can't. Strobot had it roll off his stick. Now Likit Andersson behind the net gives up for Murphy, who just backhands it out of the zone. Whitchurch will give chase as Perot goes back to pick it up. Here comes Murphy. Oh, broke it up momentarily. Likit Andersson just drives it in from well outside the blue line. Mader gets there first, gives up the puck. They'll try to center it for Murphy. Murphy's right on the doorstep, but couldn't get a shot away.
Murphy in search of goal number 9 that will tie him for the team lead with Cale McLean.
Whitchurch at the red line. Little wrist shot into the zone as the Titans change on the fly, and in a hurry, here comes Chris Slater to center ice. Slater tries to play through and rolls it too far ahead. Amadovsky will just wind it around the boards. Derek Smith knocks it down there first. Grachev. Vladimir Grachev, nice back pass. Shot goes well wide from the point, though, by Seward. Now Grachev, who played with Dynamo in Russia for about 6 years.
And actually, one of those years, he played with Strobot of the Titans.
So renewing an old acquaintance is Vladimir Grachev as the puck is frozen. We'll have a face-off here in the Titans' end with 9:50 to go in the scoreless first period.
Sergei Strobot, the Flyer property defenseman, also a native of Moscow, played 2 years for Dynamo, and one of those years overlapped with Vladimir.
2 goals and an assist against the Titans for Grachev back in that game on the 30th that the Titans won by a score of 6-5. And Sorg will corral this one at the blue line, rather. Coming out of the zone is Slater. And Amadovsky right there.
Puck kind of floated a little bit, didn't come in real hard, might have hit a stick way out beyond the blue line. But when that happens, sometimes goaltenders, they don't want to take any chances. As you can see, the shot was going to go wide. But sometimes it's best to hold on because that puck can hit the boards right behind and come straight back out.
So Amadovsky ready for a face-off in his own end. It'll be Martin Servant who's back up with the Titans on the draw. And it goes back to the point. Wickstrom has it taken off his stick quickly here by Fedoruk. And now the puck comes back in the zone. Vince Williams, nice move behind his net to get away from Payton, but now Payton takes it away. Payton on the forehand, pulled down from behind, no call. It comes all the way back to the point. Now Millar has it. Puts it on his backhand. Millar keeps it alive. Payton, nice centering pass and a man on the doorstep, and Bagnell couldn't pull the trigger.
Bagnell sneaking in from his point on the left side, almost made that connection.
Millar, nice job of rolling it through, and we have a whistle. It looks like we're going to have an elbow call, and it should be against the Titans. And it looks like Cam White will get the gate.
Cam White, the defenseman, Chicago, Illinois native, gets caught with the elbow a little high. As we see the tail end of the play. We'll see it right here. Watch it. Boom, right there in the back of the head. Not only does he hit him in the back of the head, he drives his head into the glass. That's an almost automatic penalty when the referee has to call.
So with White in the box for elbowing, it's the second Trigen Energy power play of the night for the Wheeling Nailers. Smith out there with Barbarossa, Slater, Burgoyne, and also, well, the puck just rolling in on Amadovsky, who makes the save, and I was going to complete my sentence with Rob Millar out there, who's the trigger man.
During the first power play, territorially, the Nailers kept the puck in the Titans' end, but didn't get too many good shots off. Let's see how they do this time.
Barbarossa gives up on the goal line. Derek Smith, nice back pass to Millar. Back to the point, next skips past Slater. And it comes all the way back. 0 for 1 on this power play tonight with no shot so far on the power play for the Nailers. Their goal production has been down. They're actually a little bit below the standings behind the Titans. This one goes to the far corner. Likit Andersson gets there first. Oh, nice play by Burgoyne to keep it in the zone. And now they're going to call a hand pass, though, as Burgoyne knocked it down, but it went right to a teammate.
Again, just a little, I don't want to say carelessness, because the first priority is to knock the puck down. The second priority is to put it back to yourself so that you play it first. If you give it to a teammate, the whistle blows. If you give it to your opponent, you lose control of it. Here we take a look at Cassidy, still pacing back and forth.
Well, coach got to be happy because his team has only given up 52 goals. That is second best in all of the ECHL this year.
You know, when I spoke to Bouillard before the game and mentioned that to him, he was not aware that they were playing that well defensively. Coach Cassidy knew it, but sometimes the goaltender is not aware of his own stats.
Oh, Krachev took his eye off the puck. Good score is not supposed to do that.
Titans got a break right there.
They sure did. He had a shot lined up at the point. I think he was picking his corner. Wasn't realizing the puck was just going past him. Nice, centering pass. And Wilgosh didn't get the stick down because he had a goal at the near side.
Wilgosh was open and the side of the net was open.
Now Wilgosh gives chase. Murphy wants to clear, and he does. 34 seconds left in the Wheeling power play as Trevor Pryor shoots it all the way out of the zone. Wilgosh broken up momentarily. Whitchurch on the penalty kill with Andersson trying to knock it free, and now Servant dumps it back in the zone. Sinclair goes back to pick it up. Wickstrom will skate it out. Sinclair plays offside momentarily, and now it's whistled down. Winstrom just couldn't hold up as Wilgosh broke in a little too soon.
Well, actually, two players had come over the line. One came back, but one was still creeping over, and that's why the whistle blew.
Here's Rob Sinclair. They told us he has about 40 members in attendance tonight.
Now watch, you see the blue line. One player over. The player on the lower part of your screen came back, but the player who was just above the top of your screen remained inside the zone, and because of that, offside occurred.
Power play is over. Still scoreless with 7:02 to go here in this opening period. So back at full strength for the Titans, and here comes a rush for Wheeling. Ooh, nice hit here by Fedoruk, and he levels Matt Van Horlick right at the blue line. Wow.
That'll teach you to keep your head up. I'm not sure if the trainer has smelling salt there, but boy, I think the players on the bench felt that one. A little dazed, he's shaking his head, he's on a knee. Not only does it hurt, Mick, it's embarrassing, because now the play stops. You have to get up and slowly skate to the bench. He dumps it there and catches shoulder to shoulder.
It's a nice hit, no doubt about that. Coach Murray is not happy that his player had his head down. Last year, Eves was coaching at Toledo and got his team to a third place finish in the Northwest Division. His first year behind the bench here at Wheeling. Amadowski will leave it for Cam White, who wants to clear out. Grachev, nice job of keeping the puck in. Finally, it's picked up here by Matt Henderson. Henderson just winds around the board. Fedoruk gets there first. Todd Fedoruk tries to send it back to Strobot at the point, who keeps it in. Now the puck comes out. 2-on-2 if Wheeling can hurry. Grachev at the blue line. Uses his man for a screen, but never got the shot away. Vladimir Grachev slips and falls behind the net. Servin tries to get it ahead for Henderson. Now it's picked up by Sergei Strobot, but he can't get it in the zone, and Servin will just dump it in as the Titans want to change.
Mick, notice on those last two rushes, it was both Russian players, Soviet Union-born players that were defensemen, but joined the offense, and both were making offensive rushes to put the puck in the net.
Here come the Nailers. Barbarossa has it checked off the stick momentarily, picked up by Millar. Rob Millar, the right winger, tied up in the corner. As the Nailers try to freeze the puck and get a face-off in the Titans' end, and they do with 5 minutes and 37 seconds to go of a scoreless first period.
There we take a look. Scott Kelsey, the defenseman. Kelsey from New Hartford, New York. He's one of the two veterans, along with Eric Brule on the Titan roster. Each team has allowed two veterans that have played more than a set amount of professional games.
Kelsey didn't play hockey last year. Decided to come back to the ECHL and try. He's doing all right. Oh, Amadowski sees a shot just whistle wide from almost about 60 feet away. Here is Barbarossa. Broken up, and a play comes to center ice. Now Millar goes back in the zone, trying to pick it up for Wheeling. Oh, it comes right to the point, and Smith has it roll off the stick. Masters will get there first and dump it to center. 5:08 to play here in this scoreless first period. Millar broken up at the line. Burgoyne picks it up and tries to carry it in. Vince Williams. Nice high play to deflect it out of the zone. But the icing's called. Well, we have 4 minutes and 55 seconds to play here in the scoreless first period. Hope you're enjoying the action tonight on CN8. We're scoreless with Wheeling and Trenton. Stay with us here at Sovereign Bank Arena. Welcome back, as coming up on CN8, our next game is Sunday right here at the Sovereign Bank Arena. Roanoke taking on Trenton. Of course, note the game time live at 4 o'clock right here on CN8. Of course, always check out our schedules at www.cn8.com. So we are set for the face-off here in the Trenton end. Comes back to Wickstrom at the point. And he just rolls it in behind the net. Stays with it. Sinclair's on the doorstep. Now a backhand, and Amadowski kicks that one out. Nice play by Amadowski. Now along the near boards, Whitchurch trying to dig it out. Patton. Rick wide pass right on the stick of Sinclair. It's right in front. Ooh, save there by Almadowski as Patton never really got a good shot away.
And I think the second shot hit Jed Whitchurch in front and never reached the goaltender.
Sinclair comes across the line, lets it go. It's deflected by White. We have a penalty. And it looks like White's going to go.
Oh, yeah, White's going to go. He cross-checked or high-sticked. I'm not sure what the call is going to be. Sinclair directly in the face after he let the shot go. Cam White not happy with the call, but it was obvious.
So White's going to go. Take another look at the shot on goal here, Pete.
We're going to see some of the activity. Nice move to step around the defenseman, backhand in front. First save, and the second shot hits Jed Whitechurch, number 20, right there, and never reaches Buarski.
So with the penalty, another power play opportunity. A Trojan Energy power play for the Nailers. Derek Smith lets it go. Oh, deflected by Barbarossa right in front. Unfortunately, it just went wide for him. Titans want to clear, and they do. 3:56 to go in a scoreless first period. Nailers 0 for 2 so far tonight with the man advantage. No shots yet, Pete, on this power play.
Well, they've had control. They've had territorial control of the puck, but similar to what the Titans did on Wednesday night, one too many passes, thinking a little too much rather than just firing the puck.
Burgoyne wants to come out of his own end and does. Trying to go end to end. Burgoyne takes it across the line and now back to Smith. Smith closing. Goes up for Barbarossa. Shannon Barbarossa. Back to Derek Smith. Smith closing. Lets it go. Amadowski saved it with a blocker. It's in the slot and the Titans are clear.
Amadowski doing a good job that time. Came out to the top of the crease. Shooter stepped in. He was allowed to do that. He walked into about 20 feet away, but Amadowski made the save.
Amadowski wants to clear and does all by himself.
That's where a goaltender with good stick handling ability can really help you. You can act almost like a third defenseman.
Titans doing a nice job standing up at their own blue line, and Bertoli lost an edge as he tried to break in shorthanded. Now Grachev has the puck. Grachev into the corner. Amadowski wants to clear. Bagnell will keep it in. Burt. Back to the point. Sword closing. Finds Bagnell at the near circle. As White comes out of the penalty box, and the Titans have done it again. Filling off another penalty. Right in front, Amadowski covers the roller in the slot. Now, here is Moreau getting a little ferocious with Eric Boulet.
Now Murphy's tangled up with him.
Well, Moreau and Murphy going toe-to-toe.
Well, Murphy just lost his helmet, and that's tough sometimes. Because now the other guy can connect with your head, and you're going to connect with his helmet. Although that punch just knocked his helmet right off.
Well, we have seen things go for a while here in the ECHL. When they kind of get together in fisticuffs, the referees and the linesmen sometimes are a little bit slow to step in. That looks to be the case so far.
Well, you never look to start a fight, Mick, but sometimes you need something like this to spark a team, to get them going. Murphy, as you mentioned earlier, was supposed to be the guy to put the puck in the net, but you know, if that doesn't work, maybe a little duking out with the fist might be the thing to get the team rolling.
Well, Murphy's going to go to the dressing room as we have just 2:06 to play here, as he will pick up a 5 for fighting.
And if you look at the time, 2 minutes to go on the clock here in the end of the first period, he probably wouldn't get any more ice time this period. He'll miss one line shift to the second period and then be right back out in his normal shift again.
Well, we don't usually see fight replays, but take a look at the fisticuffs here. Not a bad punch here by Murphy.
Well, it's that uppercut that actually knocks the helmet right off John Sorg. Looked almost like those games the kids played, the Rock'em Sock'em
Yeah.
Robots, where the arms punch up and the jaw pops up about an inch or two. Now I'm trying to see what penalties are going to be called. They're going to send Verreau to the locker room. No sense keeping him in the box with just 2:06 remaining here in the first period. But I wonder if there's going to be any more penalties. Nothing is up on the board yet. And it doesn't appear to be anything else. So let's see if that sparks the team with the power plays. The Nailers have caught up in shots on goal. We're now tied at 6 apiece for shots on goal here in the first period.
Well, no one said that Murray Eves' club wasn't going to mix things up tonight. As we mentioned, they've been playing a little bit better hockey lately.
They've been playing real well.
Well, coming up in our first intermission, a little segment with Bujar Ahmadowski. So you want to be a goalie? He has some interesting ways of preparing. You'll see that coming up in our first intermission, plus stats as well. 2 minutes to play here in this first period, and we're scoreless with Trenton and Wheeling. Sinclair tries to start things off, and this puck will go right in behind Bujar Ahmadowski as Eric Brule gets set to bring it out. Sergei Skrobot plays to center. Fedork trying to break up the play, and now Skrobot, a defenseman, coming back to help out as well as Wheeling having trouble coming out of their own end.
Good forechecking here by the Titans.
Serving with a nice job of checking as well, and now Fedork trying to break people up at center ice.
Now, because all the penalties were of equal time duration, the teams are still skating full strength 5-on-5.
1 minute and 7 seconds to go here in this scoreless first period. Jeff Burgoyne plays ahead. Vladimir Grachev will just roll the puck in behind the Trenton net. Now Todd Fedork wants to play out. Gives the puck away though to Millar. And Rob Millar just dumps it back in.
Dangerous pass. Fedork threw that puck right across his blue line. Lucky the Nailers weren't a little more aggressive. They could have had a great opportunity.
Well, looks like we're going to end a scoreless first period here. We have time for maybe one more good rush if the Nailers can get things working. And here comes Barbarossa. Has the puck taken off his stick momentarily. Return pass, and looks like the Nailers not really interested in putting the puck on net here, just trying to tie up and get a face-off with 8 seconds to go.
A lot of standing around, Nick.
Barbarossa just shoots this puck behind the net. Finally picked up by Millar, and time runs out. They never got the shot away. The first period ends scoreless here at Sovereign Bank Arena. Bujar Ahmadowski not giving up any goals, but the Titans not scoring any as the Sharks are even at 6-all.
Shots are even, score is even at 0-0. Both teams had a few good chances. Both goaltenders came up big when they had to, but not a lot of flow to the game. A lot of center ice work, a lot of scrappy work, not the up and down you like to see.
So Pryor doing a nice job of keeping his team in this game as well, as we have played a scoreless first period here at Sovereign Bank Arena. In just a moment, we'll be hearing from Murray Eves, brought to you by Powerade, the official sports drink of the Trenton Titans, as he makes his way off. And downstairs to Bob Lampinen, but a very entertaining and scoreless first period here tonight at the Sovereign Bank Arena. Well, as the coach goes in the tunnel, we'll go downstairs momentarily. And let's go downstairs to Bob Lampinen. Bob.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mick, with Coach Eves. And Coach, certainly a very evenly played first period. You're on the road. You can't be too disappointed with the effort so far.
No, we had some opportunities on the power play, 3 power plays. We came up empty. Trenton killed them off pretty good. We got to get shots to the net and get some traffic, get rebounds, and take advantage of our power play.
You started off real slowly this season, losing 9 in a row, 3-1-1 in your last 5 games. What's turned it around for you?
Well, we just started to win some games, and confidence was the big thing. I mean, it's amazing how much confidence after some wins. Everybody's believing in themselves. We're getting good goaltending, and everything's starting to fall in place a little bit right now.
Okay, Coach, thanks a lot. Thank you. Okay, Coach Eves, and we're going to go back upstairs to Mick.
All right, thank you, Bob. Scoreless at the end of one with Wheeling and Trenton. Stay with us. Our first intermission feature with Booyar Amadowski coming up on CN8. Tonight's first intermission is brought to you by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Toyota, real values every day. Once again, we are scoreless at the end of the first period with Wheeling and the Trenton Titans tonight. Now, just as much a part of hockey as game-winning goals, any player will tell you that success is the result of superstitions that he religiously adheres to before a game. And on any team, no one is more superstitious than a goalie. So you want to be a goalie? Forget about learning how to skate or make a butterfly save. Get your superstitions rituals down. And we asked Titans goalie Booyar Amadowski to show us all of his really important game day rituals. Booyar, tell us how it's done.
So you want to be a goaltender. Okay, I'm Booyar Amadowski, the goaltender from the Trenton Titans, and I'm here to tell you what it's all about to be a goaltender. Let's begin. First things first, a cup of coffee before game time. You know, after a pregame nap, you know, hour and a half, a little tired. So we pour the coffee here. And we get to the sugar and the cream. It's like my left skate, my right skate. You know, first with the sugar, which would be my left skate. Then the cream, my right skate. And to mix it around, never use these mixers. Giving me bad luck lately. So I grab one of these cups here, mix it back and forth. Does a really good job for me. And I blow it down. Get a little bit more chillier. We're ready to go. Now that I got my coffee, it's time to tape my stick. Big part of my game, very important. Grab the stick here. Always start taping with the blade first. Start off at the top. Make sure it's always on the top corner here. Always, very important. I've been playing really well ever since I've been doing that. Okay, now that we're halfway done taping the stick, it's time for me and my stick to have a break. You know, it's gonna be a long game for me and him. It's time to have a sip of my coffee. Great coffee. Now that my stick's all taped up, we gotta torch it up a little bit, heat it up, a little bit of luck. And then there's one thing left. Pat, the trainer's gotta put an eye on it so the stick can see the puck during the game. Ever since Patty's been drawing this, things have been going really well for me. You know, it's been about 2 weeks, and I've been playing really well. And I make sure Patty puts that on before the games all the time. Thanks, Patty. It's 5:45. It's time for meeting with the coach. Better get back in the room. It's 5:45. It's meeting with coach. Make sure I'm in front of Matt Hogan's stall. Kick my sandals off. Put my stick down straight. Make sure my sandals are straight also. It's time for stretch. Coach has a meeting for about 10 minutes, and then it's time to get dressed. Okay, after the meeting, it's time to get dressed. This is all the equipment I wear before the game. Okay, first go on my goalie pants, which protect me from the top of my knees to the top of my waist. Then are my skates, which are very important. I've had them since I was about 13 years old. My mom bought them for me. They're very old. I've gotten new skates, but I can't get into those. I have to wear those old ones that I have now. Then next are my pads, which protect me from the top of my knees to the bottom of my feet. Those are very important too. Next are my shoulder pads, which protect the whole upper body of me. They protect from the neck to the bottom of my waist. Then my glove goes on, which goes on my left hand. Then my blocker on my right hand. Okay, now that I'm dressed, last but not least, it's my mask. Then my stick, and we're ready to go. Now that's what it takes to be a goaltender. And if anyone asks, tell them Neimwan-Andersson said so.
Well, obviously all these superstitions are working because you see his record, a winning record and a 2.01 goals against average. And so far, 2 shutouts, ranking him second in the ECHL. So Neimwan-Andersson doing a great job, not only in net, but deciphering all those superstitions for us as well. Well, hope you're enjoying the action here at Sovereign Bank Arena tonight. We are scoreless at the end of the first period. I guess those superstitions are holding up for Neimwan-Andersson and Trenton. Stay with us. Welcome back to the Sovereign Bank Arena. After one period, a scoreless game with Wheeling and the Trenton Titans tonight. Well, now it's time to go around the ECHL. And the ECHL scoreboard is brought to you by the Trenton Orthopedic Group. Well, so far tonight, you see Roanoke leading Huntington by a score of 2-0. That's in the first period. Now, Huntington, first place in the Northwest. They have won 5 straight. Also in the first period, Jacksonville with a 2-0 lead over Birmingham. That's in the first period. Birmingham currently, though, first in the Southwest Division. And PD and Tallahassee in the first period, with Tallahassee leading 1-0. And that's kind of an upset in the making, as PD is number 1 in the Southeast. And now we'll take a look at around the ECHL standings. That's brought to you by the Trenton Orthopedic Group as well. We mentioned in the Northeast, Hampton Roads with 36 points leading the way. Richmond and Roanoke trying to stay pace. And you see the Trenton Titans currently ranked 4th with 20 points. As we move along in the Northwest Division, Huntington, we mentioned that 5-game win streak, and it shows. They lead Peoria just by 1 point, though, in the standings. We move along to the Southeast Division, and PD head and shoulders above Greenville, 35 points to 32 with 17 wins. Florida and South Carolina, though, trying to keep pace, both in double digits as far as victories go. And in the Southwest Division, Birmingham, a 1-point lead in the division over Mobile and Louisiana. And of course, tonight, a little bit later on, we'll give you an update on the Battle of Louisiana, as Louisiana is playing Baton Rouge this evening. So there's a look around the ECHL, brought to you by the Trenton Orthopedic Group. We are in between the first and second period with Wheeling and Trenton scoreless. Stay with us right here on CN8. Welcome back here to Sovereign Bank Arena, a scoreless first period. And so far, Pete Caggiano, the Trenton Titans have been able to kind of force the action. They did have about 6 or 7 good scoring opportunities in that first period, but unfortunately, they still haven't been able to cash in.
Well, they're playing well. They're getting some good shots, 6 shots on goal. But again, the thing that hurt them were the power plays. 3 shorthanded opportunities, kind of tough to defend against that. But again, both teams up and down, a lot of center ice play. I think the second period will come out a little stronger.
Well, let's take a look at some of our first period highlights, and you'll find that the Trenton Titans did kind of force the issue a little bit. You'll see DJ Mando storming the net right here.
Well, there Mando tries a backhand. Great save by Pryor as he closes the pads the last second and covers up the 5-hole.
And then Scott Bertoli gets in the act as well.
Bertoli coming out from behind the net. Tries to make a little move right here. Notice the goaltender with his sticks. Forces him to come a little further than he wanted to. Slides off the end of the stick. Never really gets the shot off.
And also, Jed Whitchurch picking things up here in this first period as well, trying to force the play.
Whitchurch does a great job. He's a forward. He comes back and helps out the defenseman. There you see the first save, and the second save is knocked away by the stick of Jed Whitchurch. Whitchurch, only 5'9", 175 pounds. You got to love those small guys.
Shots on goal even at 6. Scoring chances, well, so far the Nailers a few more. They've also won more face-offs as well, Pete.
Well, the other thing you look at is the giveaways, 11-7. That's what caused some of the turnovers.
So that's where we stand here at the end of the first period. We are scoreless with Wheeling and Trenton, but stay with us. The second period coming up right here on CN8, just around the corner. Tonight's game brought to you in part by First Union. Let us be your guide to the financial world. And by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Toyota, real values every day. And by U.S. Airways, the official airway of the Trenton Titans. Scoreless at the end of the first, but let's go downstairs to Bob Lampinen and see what Coach Cassidy has in store for period number 2.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mick. And with Coach Cassidy, and Coach, that first period, you had some good shooting opportunities, some good opportunities to score, and yet, unfortunately, you're still not putting them into the net.
Yeah, I think we came out a little better than we have in the last few games here at home, and had some good chances. And after that, we got into penalty trouble, and we couldn't pick up the offense again. And we have to generate more than 6 shots on net if we expect to win the hockey game. I mean, defensively we were good, but we got to get more out of our forwards in terms of offense, and hopefully this period will come through. Well,
after your game against Dayton, you were very unhappy with the effort. A little more satisfied tonight?
Yeah, the guys are showing a little more life. A couple of good checks. Murphy got into it. Cam White's creating some stuff out there and getting them off their game, but he's got to stay out of the box and do it without the ref nabbing him. But at least we got a little more emotion. Now if we can just get the forwards forecheck a little more a little harder and fighting through through the picks and creating some stuff, we'll be all right.
Okay, Coach. Good luck second period.
Thank you.
Okay, Coach Cassidy, looking forward to a scoring second period. Let's go back to Mick.
All right, thanks very much, Bob Lampinen. Now, not only our next telecast on Sunday, December the 12th, is the Titans game with Roanoke at 4:05, but fans, remember, Family Fun Sunday with the Philadelphia Zoo on wheels, characters and face painters, but it's also Loeffler's Family 4-Pack Day, so you can pick up 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for just $44, courtesy of Loeffler's. The special offer can only be purchased at Sovereign Bank Arena. Certain restrictions will apply, so don't miss your chance to see the Titans take on Roanoke Sunday, December the 12th. That's this Sunday at 4:05. And, of course, if you can't make it out, you'll see it right here on CN8. And a family taking in tonight's game as they're seeing a scoreless game so far. Pete Caggiano and good goaltending on both sides in the first period.
Good goaltending on both sides. Both teams 6 shots on goal. 1 or 2 tough saves by each goaltender. You heard Coach Cassidy have to pick up the intensity. He was happy with the effort, a little upset the fact that they had to kill off 3 power plays. That's tough to do. But again, he liked the intensity. Now he's looking to see the puck in the net.
Well, the fans fired up, and with good reason. This is the 4th game in a 6-game homestand for the Titans.
And they're decked out in their Titan jerseys.
And Pete, the one thing that comes to mind is even though the Titans have had trouble putting the puck in the net, we've chronicled that, their record is still 9-10-2, 1 game under 500. That's great for an expansion franchise.
They played 500 hockey in October, 500 hockey in November, and if they win tonight, they'll be 500 in December.
On a face-off, this one is controlled by the Nailers, and it was broken up on the blue line as trying to force his way into the zone is Scott Burke. Goes behind the net. Sorg will try to keep it in. A physical play there as he levels a hit on Weichselbaumer, who hasn't seen a lot of ice time tonight. He's kind of the extra forward who gets a chance to dress. He's out there with Servant. Weichselbaumer rolls just off his stick.
Tough pass. It was a little deep inside his skates, but that's when he has to handle and kick up to his stick.
Todd Fedoruk working with the puck. Just dumps it back in the corner. Pryor thought about giving chase, then gave up on that. And this puck is shot into the crowd by John Sorg, and faceoff will be the near faceoff circle to the left of the goaltender, Trevor Pryor.
And we take a look at John Sorg. Big boy, 6'2", 210, New Jersey native. Actually scored the team's first goal of the season this year. And he's from Branchville, New Jersey. And those who know Branchville, we're going to watch right here. This could have been an elbow. I was watching that play, and what happened is our referee had turned his back to get himself out of harm's way and didn't quite see, but Sorg threw that elbow right into the side of the Trenton Titan player's head.
Nailers win the draw, and promptly the puck goes into the crowd.
I was going to make a comment about Branchville, New Jersey. Those of us that pay taxes, there's an IRS office there.
Well, Murray Eves doesn't have to worry about working in Trenton and giving some of those tax dollars back to the state of New Jersey. They don't have that kind of arrangement.
And the fan must have got hit pretty hard with that puck. You just saw the linesman toss a towel up into the stands as the puck flew over the glass, and some of the fans are attending to the person in the stands right now.
Whitchurch on the draw, goes back to the point, the drive, redirected in front, and a pretty good shot by Roulet. Slater wants to clear, and does. Comes to center ice. Across the line and putting it on the backhand. Nice shot there by Bob Saraba. And Gujar Amadovsky made the save.
Saraba did a nice job splitting the defense. Amadovsky did a better job sticking out the right leg and making the save.
Well, that is the 3rd stoppage we have had here. We're just underway. Another look at the attempt here by Shannon Basaraba.
Well, he goes from his forehand to his backhand as he's cutting across the ice and then tries to go back for the far side. But Amadovsky sticks out the left leg, keeps it flat right on the ice, and makes the save.
Last year, Basaraba, 10 goals, 21 assists for 31 points for Charlotte in the ECHL. And here he comes across the line, lets it go, and an easy stick save here by Gujar Amadovsky. Behind the net, Likit Andersson gets there first. Here comes Millar. Whitchurch plays ahead, and they're going to call a 2-line pass, and that'll stop play.
The pass was thrown from just inside the Titan zone to a Titan player that had preceded the puck over the center ice red line. Well, he's stretching up and down. He's not pacing anymore, Coach Cassidy. It's Trevor Pryor, the goaltender. Last year, he played hockey in Italy, played over in Europe, signed as a free agent just last month here in November for the Wheeling Nailers.
Funny, they had 42 games played, all other stats not available, so I don't know how well he really played in Italy.
It's one of those, whenever a team brings in a player like that, and when they don't want anybody they know, they were lost in transportation. We don't know.
Well, this face-off will be in the Trenton end. And Whitchurch on the draw, lost it. It comes back to the point. Hayden on the left wing, ridden off the play nicely as Likit Andersson picks it up behind the net. Once again at the Mater. Now Mater tries to skate it out. It's being batted around. Likit Andersson is tripped, and we're going to get a penalty. Amanovsky will go to the bench, and the sixth attacker is on, and we'll see if Trenton can make a little hay here on this delayed penalty. Here comes Likit Andersson. Rink wide pass to Jed Whitchurch. Broken up at the red line, and there's the whistle. But the first Trigen Energy power play of the night for the Trenton Titans will come up in just a moment.
Well, just good, hard hustle by Likit Andersson caused the player for Kevin Payton to pull down Likit Andersson and give the Titans a 2-minute power play here in the beginning of the second period. So far this year, the Titans 14 for 108 on the power play, of a success rate of about 13%. Not very good.
Well, another look at the penalty here on Payton. Definite trip right there.
Well, you don't get much clearer than that. Payton stuck out the stick, made contact right in the ankle area, and pulled down the Trenton player.
Trigen Energy power play, and Mater out there with Whitchurch. Brule is back at the point. Brule can't keep it in, and does a nice job at interfering a little bit there with Bagnell. Otherwise, he's in shorthanded. Likit Andersson behind the net. Comes out with Whitchurch on one side and Brule on the other. Mike Mater at the point, rolls for Whitchurch. On the goal line, backhander, stuffer in front. It's in the slot, broken up nicely by the Nailers, and they'll clear the zone.
Whitchurch was behind the net. He was looking for somebody to pass it to. There was nobody open, but there was a lane open for him to come in front, and he almost snuck it in.
Anderson rolls it too far ahead for Whitchurch, who does get there, and now got the stick on it momentarily. Whitchurch back to the point. Likit Andersson back to Jed Whitchurch. Mater to the point for Likit Andersson. Crosses for Brule, lets it go, and he fired high over the net.
Boy, that shot was about 12 feet high, nowhere near the net.
Another one-timer, and this time it's on net, and with the save is Trevor Pryor.
A minute gone by here in the power play. You look at Trevor Pryor, again, top of the crease, going down early, making the save, smothering it right in the middle of the pads. And we take a look at Brule, Eric Brule, the defenseman. He was the top scoring defenseman, or one of the top scoring defensemen in the league back 2 years ago in the 97-98 season.
Trenton wins the faceoff. Martin serving. And Brule plays catch. Now serving. Gives up for Bertoli, who's still out there, taking the extended shift on this power play. Bertoli closing, rolls it in front. Serving couldn't get the stick down. Anderson's drive. That goes behind the net. Pryor got a piece of that and redirected it. Burgoyne wants to clear, but Martin Servin controls at the near circle. Back to the point. Likit Andersson's drive. Knocked down in front. And the Nailers finally will clear. Some good chances, though, by Trenton on this power play.
Good chances, good shots from the point. Trevor Pryor was looking around after that last save. He had no idea where the rebound went.
Here comes Eric Brule. Broken up at the blue line. Now gets it ahead. The Dort sends it back to the point. Cam White closing, lets it go, slap shot goes in front, rebound, score! The follow-up effort by Bertoli finds the net.
Bertoli doing a good job coming in on the left side, but credit Cam White. White had a lot of time at the point and just waited and waited and waited. I'm surprised he had that much time because the Nailers just let him set up about 50 feet out.
I'm going to stand corrected. 18 looked like 19 from here. DJ Mando will pick up his first goal of the season. Nice follow-up by DJ Mando.
But look at all this time, clear open shot, save, and then coming in on the right side, on the left side, a right-handed shot puts it home. And it was not a power play goal. The teams had gained full strength, but it is a big goal for the Titans. It gives them the 1-goal lead.
How about Mando's first of the year? Had a great scoring chance in the first period and gets that one to go. Strobot will keep it into the point. And it's 1-0 for Trenton. Early on here in the second period. Cam White goes back to pick it up, who had an assist on the goal by Mando. And that was the only assist. 4:19 the time of the goal, and Trenton leading by the score of 1-0. At center ice. Van Harlech tried to play through, broken up, and it comes back to center. Gujar Amadowski now working with a 1-goal lead, and Pete, we had talked about it. When the Titans get the first goal, they usually are on the plus side of the ledger at the end of the game.
They are 6-1 when they score the first goal of the game.
Henderson trying to keep the puck alive and does. In the near circle, broken up here by Kevin Payton. And Payton hit hard as he clears the zone. And Payton slow to get up. Here's a shot. That's a save by Amadowski. It rolls free to Sinclair. And Payton's going to go off the ice. As he was really shaken up on that hit, trying to come out of his own end.
Mick, I heard that hit from up here. I heard it not only through our sound mics, but also right from the ice up here. That was a tremendous hit. And Payton skated real slow off the ice.
Well, a little extracurricular activity here as John Sword has to be separated. Well, another look at this hit on Payton. Well, ooh, he was really stood up.
Again, his head was down. He was looking down at his feet. He did not see Henderson coming in from his right. There you see the trainer attending to him. He caught a shoulder right in the chin.
8-4. As far as the Titans are concerned, putting the body on people tonight with the advantage there. And Coach Eves got to be wondering why his players just aren't having their heads up. Tough way to learn.
And you will learn that way, Mick, because after it happens, you don't do that again.
Bagnell lets one go. It goes over top of the net. Now Smith. Ooh, had the short side and just misfired. Amadowski, a nice save on the shot from the point. Puck goes sky high, and it rolls to the blue line, but it doesn't come out of the zone. Now behind the net, Rob Millar tried to throw it in front, and Smith had a pretty good whack at it, but couldn't connect. Mando across the line. Play is onside. He tries to catch up with it. Player falls down, and Mando keeps it alive, sends it back to the point, but too far, and Brule will have to go back to neutral ice and pick it up. Now Bertoli winds it in. Bertoli thought about a change and then decided to stay out there. Eric Brule plays ahead for Mando. Titans just want to dump it in, and now White picks it up, and he dumps it in as Trenton does look for a change down.
Looks like the teams have picked up the pace a little bit here in the second period. As we mentioned earlier, in the first period it was the fight. Here it might have been that big hit to wake up both sides.
White's the bomber a little bit behind Fedoruk, and it's finally picked up here by Van Harlech, who carries in all alone, finally joined at the point. The puck gets knocked behind the net, and Cam White will pick it up. White trying to flip it out of the zone and cannot. And now finally it skips out to center. Brule faked like he was going to put it on his backhander. Took it behind the net, but ridden off here by Scott Burt. And we're going to get a penalty call. Looks like Burt was holding him.
The first Burt was hooking him. He got away with that one, but then when he got the headlock on him and pulled him down, that was when he had the call.
Now Cam White mixing things up a little bit with Verreau, but another look at the penalty on Scott Burt.
Well, notice the hook, two tugs, but then watch the headlock coming up right here. Well, looked almost like a suplex over the top and down. Words exchanged between players. That could be a carryover from something that happened a little earlier.
Well, we have 12 minutes and 12 seconds. Oh, there's a little fisticuffs going to brew here. Fedoruk wants a piece of somebody, and he's going to go get him. Fedoruk going after Van Harlech. Matt Van Harlik is down, and Vitoric the clear winner in this one. And just as I was going to take the commercial break, I can't tear myself away.
Well, that was a situation where both players wanted to go. They squared off, they looked at each other, and both guys said, okay, let's do it.
And Van Harlik and Vitoric still jawing at each other. It looks like, you know, they haven't had enough. And Vitoric will go to the dressing room, as will Matt Van Harlik.
And for Todd Vitoric, this is only his second game as a Titan.
Well, let's take a timeout. Trenton Titans lead this game 1-0 with 12:12 to go in the second period, and the Templars are starting to flare. Stay with us. Welcome back. 1-0. The Trenton Titans lead Wheeling here with 12 minutes and 12 seconds exactly to play in period number 2. And the fans are getting pumped a little bit, and why not? They see their team leading, something that didn't happen on Wednesday night in this home stand stretch, 4th of 6 games. And they're also seeing a little fisticuffs as well.
That looks like a pretty big ice cream cone for that young fella.
But he can handle it.
I'm sure he can, and I'm sure the Titans can handle this power play coming up, because if you remember, it was the original power play on the hold that started the whole thing. So, although both teams will be equal because of the Fighting Majors, it's the original hold that's going to give the Titans a power play here with just 12 minutes remaining in the second period.
Well, Van Harlik gets a game misconduct along with his 5-minute fighting, as did Todd Vitoric. So both players are gone for the rest of the evening. So they pick up 5 for fighting and the game misconduct. Ooh,
that happens, Mick, because it was the second altercation of the stoppage. In other words, the play had already stopped, play had finished, and to prevent things from getting out of hand, the league gives game misconducts to players who start a fight once players already stopped, or once if they are not the 2 initial combatants in the altercation.
Trigen Energy power play is on. Unfortunately, 0 for 1 tonight are the Titans. They're going to try to make a little hay here and add to their 1-goal lead.
But they did score immediately after their power play was up, so it was the momentum they gained on the power play that helped them score their first goal.
DJ Mando, the only goal of the night from Cam White at 4:19. And that's where we stand right now. Good look at Mater. On the draw, it is controlled by the Nailers. John Rickstrom, who hasn't seen a lot of ice time tonight, may get more now that Van Harlik is gone for the game. Titans having some problems coming out of their own end as Likit Andersson goes back to pick it up. Andersson plays ahead from Martin Serpent. Rink wide pass just went off the skate of Burley, but the play is still onside. Eric Burley will get there first and try to keep it in. Burley at the near circle. Now comes back to the point with it. Rink wide pass for Likit Andersson. Shot knocked down off the glove of Trevor Pryor. Murphy picks up the puck for Trent. Back to the point. Burley has a shot knocked down there by Vasaraba. The puck comes out of the zone. 27 seconds left on the Trigen Energy power play. And we have a whistle.
It's going to be an icing against the Titans. They're going to bring the puck all the way back down. Pretty much a cardinal sin when you have a power play. Cassidy blowing a bubble and shouting some instruction to some of his players. They had good control of the puck in the zone, but the shots were not particularly good shots. They came from the point, but without a screen in front, without somebody to get in front of Pryor or deflector, pick up a rebound. That's what you need to do when you shoot from 55 feet away.
Well, sometimes it looks like Trenton maybe trying to get a little too particular on the shot they want from the point as well. Nailers win the draw. They are short-handed. Just dump it in, and they put up the defense across the blue line as Trenton will come out. Sergei Skrobat ahead for Williams, rolls off his skate all the way into the Nailers' end. Williams leaves it for Henderson and shot. Mando bidding for number 2 on the night. Went right into the pads of Pryor.
That was a great opportunity for Mando. Great save by Pryor.
Across the line, the shot kind of knuckled off the stick of Wilgosh, and it went wide. The power play is over. Teams at full strength. And a swing and a miss by Curtis Wilgosh as he tried to pick one out of midair.
Wilgosh trying to pull it down the third base line on that play.
Well, Amadowski makes the glove save here as play will stop with 9 minutes and 45 seconds to go in this second period, with the Trenton Titans leading the Wheeling Nailers 1-0. And once again, DJ Mando, the only goal scored tonight.
Mando's one of those players that you look for. He's a big guy, 6'4", 220, but young, only 22 years old. He's actually here on assignment from Lowell.
Now, Mando did play in the ECHL last year with Roanoke. Another look at the play here as the puck comes right in on Pryor off the stick of Mando. One of the players that Coach Cassidy hopes will step up here. Across the line, and the drive by Roulet goes well wide. The shot so far tonight, the Titans 16-11 advantage. And here comes another opportunity. 3-on-1 shot, score! Right in front. Chris Masters.
And Masters will get the goal.
Well, we'll look at it here as it is Whitchurch coming on in, and Masters right there on the 3-on-1, redirecting the puck past Trevor Pryor. Another look at it. Whitchurch on the forehand, and right there on the doorstep is Chris Masters to notch his 5th of the season. And Eric Weitzelbaumer helped start that play. He'll pick up an assist undoubtedly.
Notice how he keeps it.
So Masters gets the goal. And we have a whistle as the Trenton Titans lead it by a score of 2-0.
Masters gets credit for the goal, but Whitchurch does a great job. All Masters had to do was keep his stick on the ice. Jed Whitchurch slides the puck across. Masters has his stick right at top of the crease. It redirects off the stick and into the net. That time, goaltender Pryor had no opportunity to make the save.
9:08 to play here, and once again the goal, Masters from Whitchurch and Weitzelbaumer, as Trenton leads it by a score now of 2-0. Any league's a big lead, but when you're up by 2, that has to help Trenton right now. Basaraba on the forehand, had it blocked off, and it is Amadowski who covered up momentarily, and since the referee lost sight of the puck, the whistle blows.
Next couple of minutes, a little trying right here. Wheeling is really going to try to pressure and try to get themselves back into the game. By doing that, they're going to put the defensive mode into the mind of the Trenton Titans. Now, the Titans can't get caught in that trap. They have to maintain the pressure. They have to maintain their enthusiasm and their aggressive play. That was the aggressive play that caused the first goal, and again, the aggressive play that caused the second goal. When you attack the net, when you go for the net, that's when things happen.
Well, we saw the Titans trying to protect the lead the last time we were here against Baton Rouge, and unfortunately they weren't able to do it. We'll see if they've maybe learned the lesson tonight. Williams gives the puck up to Skrobat, or Anderson rather, who's pulled down momentarily, and the puck does come out of the zone. Whitchurch picks it up, and he comes back 2-on-2 if they hurry. Jed Whitchurch trying to go on the backhand, now stops, rolls it in front. Oh, Henderson was on the doorstep, but a nice play to take it away. Now Anderson will dump it back in. Oh, and the goaltender kind of lost his edge and his stick as well. Pryor doing a dance out there.
He lost his stick when a Trenton Titan player came cruising through the crease just seconds before.
Backhander goes just wide of the net, and there is a push by the goaltender right in front as Mando gets knocked down, and they're going to call interference on him. Pryor knocked down Mando right in the slot, and since he wasn't one of the last players to touch the puck, he wasn't allowed to be checked.
That was a classic interference penalty. Trevor Pryor a little upset that no call was made in his favor seconds before. So he just turns around and levels Mando in front of the net.
Well, here's our WHTG Rock of the Game. Monmouth County, home of the Trenton Titans, and it comes on the goaltender, Trevor Pryor. Wow.
And then you gotta love Pryor after. What did I do? What did I do? He turns to the referee. I didn't do anything.
Me?
I'm this big, slow guy with all these pads on. What can I do?
So Trevor Pryor called for interference. 7:59 here, and another Trojan Energy power play.
This plays right into the hands of the Titans. They have increased. They're now leading shots on goal 17-11. They're picking it up here in the second period. If they can put one home right here, it'll be a big cushion.
Bourlet and Skrobot at the point. Mater, Servant, and Murphy. The 5 on the ice here for the Titans, and Murphy. Shot goes right over the net. 0 for 2. 7 shots so far for the Titans on the power play tonight. Both goals at even strength for Trenton as they lead it 2-0. Servant to Skrobot. Finds Bourlet, lets it go, knocked down in front, shot, scores! Mater! Mike Mater on the doorstep, and there's a power play goal on the Trojan Energy power play for the Titans tonight. They lead it 3-0.
Mike Mater, the big right wing, scores his 5th goal of the season, and he does it in style on the power play.
Well, we mentioned the Titans only about 13%. This will raise that power play average.
Absolutely. Notice the battle in front. But then the defenseman leaves him alone. Notice how the defenseman drifts away and lets him stand right in front of Pryor. A cardinal sin as he just spins and whacks it home. As Pryor made a great job on the first save, but Mater tapped in the rebound. And now with just 7.5 to go, it's 3-0 in favor of the Titans, and they're starting to open it up.
Well, Mater came in tonight at plus 11, and now with a goal here and being on for a shift, that number's going to go up as well. And it looks like Pryor having some equipment problems. And oddly enough, the guy who drew the penalty was Pryor, and it comes back to haunt him.
Absolutely, and those aren't equipment. He's looking for a break. He just wants to slow the game down a little bit. He's trying to gain his composure. He wants his team to gain their composure so that they can come back. Adjusting the left pad, it's called a gauntlet. That catching glove on his left hand is called a gauntlet. And he's adjusting the back straps. So the official will come over now and take a look at it, saying that's enough. So we'll give him a few minutes there. We take a look at Coach Murray Eves. A stone face right now. He's concerned.
Well, he's got to be upset with Pryor. I mean, Pryor causes the penalty. Grachev served it. It took one of his best skaters off the ice, and then they give up the power play goal to boot.
Well, 2 things. 1, that was a penalty out of frustration. It was not a good penalty to take. And 2, someone from the ice had to serve the time in the box.
3-0. Trenton leads it with 7:22 to go here in this second period. 3 second period goals by the Titans. And here comes Whitchurch. Whitchurch trying to leave it at the point and does. Here comes Cam White. In front for White's a bomber. Shot saved by Pryor, and he didn't know really where it was. His head was kind of bobbing around before he realized the puck was right underneath him.
Pryor again, flailing arms left and right, doing anything he can to stop the puck from going into the net. The pass slides right in front. Whitchurch couldn't quite get a handle on it, and then he pays the price for cruising in front of the net as he gets nailed from behind.
Trenton Titans outscoring our opponents 28-19 in the second period this season, but the coach will be the first to tell you the game is 60 minutes long.
And Coach Cassidy knows that for sure because he's had some situations early this year. Some of the games we've had right here on CN8 where it's come back to haunt him by playing lackadaisical in the third period.
And that game went all the way to the shootout against Baton Rouge, and unfortunately the Titans came up on the short end. Wheeling trying to get the puck to center ice, and they do. Likit Andersson goes back against Garrett Smith one-on-one and now shoots it to the red line. Trenton will just dump it in. Slater wants to clear, and he shoots it into the crowd.
Again, fans scatter as that puck flies over the glass. And he just missed that young lady with the red as she grabs the top of her head as the puck just skimmed off her ponytail.
Really got to pay attention.
Oh, absolutely. When you sit anywhere, and this is a beautiful building to watch a game, every seat in this house is a good seat. But it doesn't matter where you sit, you must watch the game. Even the guys on the bench have to watch the game.
You saw the Titans have doubled up Wheeling and chances, and here a nice play to keep it in, and here comes Andersson one-on-one. Oh, nice save by Pryor, and he holds on, but Likit Andersson walked in all alone for the point.
A defenseman's dream. Likit Andersson all of a sudden found himself with the puck at the top of the circle, and nobody between him and Pryor. Watch as he picks up the puck. He walks in. Backhand, forehand, tries to go back to the short side over the blocker. Great save by Pryor.
That's our New Jersey Department of Health and Senior Services save of the game. Their message to kids is serious. Smoking, don't get sucked in. That time Pryor able to keep the puck out of the net, keep this game 3-0 Trenton.
Pryor was not sucked in at all. He made a great save with the block.
Will Gosh goes rink wide and completes his pass. Here's a shot, Ahmadowski. Big save off the stick of Sinclair, who was bidding for a goal. And now sticks get high behind the net. We've been here before.
A lot of hugging. A lot of hugging, a lot of squeezing.
Yep, Bujar Ahmadowski will stay out of the fray.
Oh, he wants no part of it.
Well, we saw Bujar's ritual a little bit earlier at the end of the first period, and fighting was not part of his superstitious ritual.
No, not at all. Goaltenders do not like that.
So Ahmadowski will readjust the equipment. And he finds himself right now pitching another shutout, leading by a score of 3-0 here with 6 minutes and 17 seconds to go in this second period.
Ahmadowski putting his helmet and face mask back on, just trying to get a little breather. Let the fans see what his face is really like. He's the only guy that nobody in the building gets to see what he looks like.
I've never seen him clean off the crossbar before, though.
That must be another superstition. We'll have to ask him. I seen him kiss a post, but never clean off a crossbar.
Well, Bujar Ahmadowski having a great game tonight. I've seen him do that a lot. He's got that eye on his stick as well, but we now know that the trainer paints that on before the game. Boulay wants to clear the zone and can't. Martin Servin will wind it around. Oh, and Mader has it go just behind him, but he picks it up and comes in one-on-one. Mader works against Verreau and tries to roll it in front. Trenton trying to tie it up, and it does come free. Mark Murphy comes back to the point, leaves it for Servin. Oh, it's right in front. It goes right between Verreau's legs. Servin picks it up, tries to fire a shot, and that was blocked by Verreau, who was down.
Right now, the Nailers look a little bit confused. They're doing a lot of standing, especially in their own zone. They're allowing the Trenton Titans to control the puck in their own zone, and when that happens, there'll be more goals against Pryor.
Jeff Burgoyne wants to bring it out and does. Gets the puck ahead here to Basaraba, but he's broken up. Ooh, Pryor with a nice save from 60 feet away.
Looked
now, Weichselbaumer wants the center.
Looked like Pryor wasn't ready for that shot. He reacted very late.
He did. Bertoli almost beat him. Back to the point. Anderson's shot is tipped. Whitchurch rolls it right off the post. Nice backhand by Jed Whitchurch. Now Bertoli wants the center of play. Broken stick gets it away, and Basaraba will bring it back. Plays rink wide here with Burgoyne. And Whitchurch will pick it up behind the net. Ridden off the play by Basaraba. Gives up now for Derek Smith. Smith broken up. And there's going to be an interference call as Smith was already down. Oh, now a little pushing and shoving going on. And Likit Andersson better be careful. He already got two. He may get two more.
Well, with a 3-0 lead, the official is looking real hard against the team with the 3 goals, and it's going to be a little more lenient against the team that's down.
Let's take a timeout. 4:34 to play here in the second period. The Trenton Titans with 3 second period goals lead this one by a score of 3-0 over Wheeling. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment here on CN8. Welcome back. 3-0. The Trenton Titans lead it in the second period here with 4:34 to go, but another Trigen Energy power play is upon us for Wheeling. And so far tonight, the Titans have been able to kill off every advantage, but White fell down and walking right behind the net here. And back to the point it goes to Sugar. One of the few times tonight that Battaglia gets a chance to play on the power play, and Doug Battaglia winds it around. 0 for 3 tonight are the Nailers on the power play. Sinclair will try to send this one back to the point. Now he picks it up, leaves it. Seward closing at the near circle. Wants to let it go. Banned on the shot. Goes across to the point to Wickstrom. Now Battaglia. Goes right in the slot. Amadowski knocked it down first, and the second attempt would not go in for Wilgosh.
I don't know how that shot didn't go in. Amadowski made the save, but the rebound was sitting right by the post.
This one goes dangerously close to the post as well. Sinclair giving chase, and the Titans will clear.
Well, for about the first 40 of that 60 seconds, Wheeling Nailers did nothing with the puck, but the last 20 seconds, they came real close to scoring.
Slater keeping it right in the slot, and it comes back to the point. John Sword crosses. Wickstrom leaves it at the top of the right circle. Now, Slater trying to control the point, can't keep it in. And here comes Mike Mader looking for his second goal of the night. Comes back, picks it up on his backhander. Shervin coming in to help. Shot goes right off the near pad, though, of Pryor. Short-handed attempt, almost found the net.
And the Titans have 3 short-handed goals already this year.
Basaraba, a little high and wide, and this puck will come out. Murphy comes back 1-on-3, doing it all by himself as the Titans want to change. And that puck hit the referee, and it's going to be called offside. Whitchurch was in the zone as Murphy carried it in.
Well, now Wheeling is 0 for 4 in the power play. A total of 3 shots in 4 power plays. Not very effective. There we take a look at Mark Murphy. He owes us a goal. He said he was going to score one tonight. I'm waiting.
You're going to hold him to it? They're up 3-0.
He has predicted twice earlier this year he would score, and he did. Yes, I'm going to hold it to him.
All right. Coach Cassidy sees his team leading 3-0. Trenton's up over Wheeling with 2:26 to play here in this second period. Second period goals tonight by DJ Mando, Chris Masters, and Mike Mader. Here come the Nailers. Goes behind the net. Millar never got there. Ridden off the play nicely. Whitchurch wants to bring it out. Dumps it in the zone. Mando giving chase. Whitchurch will get there and keep it in. Plays with Mando. And now Jed Whitchurch rolls it to the goal line. And Whitchurch brings it out. On his forehand. Going to try to wrap around. No. Back to the point. Kelsey, one of his few times on the ice tonight. Puts it behind the net for Murphy. Murphy back to Kelsey at the point. Tries to keep it in and does. Picked up by the Nailers now. As they want to clear the zone, and finally they will. Moreau gets it ahead. Millar tried to carry in, but he was ridden off the play. Williams behind his own net. Gives for Strobot. The puck comes back to the point. Here comes a 2-on-2 if Trenton can hurry, but it's sent back the other way to the blue line. And this puck is backhanded in. The faceoff should come outside the zone, and it will, as backhander by Curtis Wilgosh leaves the rink.
Wilgosh just trying to dump the puck in the net so his team can get a line change. Got a little too high, skipped over the glass, and as you mentioned, Mick, the faceoff will come outside. Just 1:13 remaining here in the second period. Great period by the Titans. Things seem to come in threes. In the first period, 3 power plays, no goals for the Nailers. In the second period, 3 goals for the Titans.
1:04 to go here in this second period. Bagnell keeps a shot. Amadowski just got the blocker, or maybe the shaft of the stick on it as it goes over top of the net.
Well, he reached up with the right hand. I'm not sure if it hit the blocker or the shaft.
Bagnell wants to keep it in and does. Now behind the net, giving chase. is Scott Burt. Burt broken up. Bertoli wants to clear with 39 seconds to go. Scott Bertoli pushes it up along the boards. Masters takes a swipe at it. It's still in the slot. Wilgosh comes back and picks it up on his backhander and plays ahead for Burt. Now Bertoli, with 26 ticks left, has a rush coming for Trenton. Bertoli comes out, tries to play ahead for Eric Weichselbaumer, who's slowed down momentarily. Pryor will wind it around the glass. Basaraba comes to the blue line. Wants to get a shot away, and almost trickling by Bujar Amadovsky, who made the save and then lost the rebound for just a second, but it didn't go far enough, and he covered up.
Amadovsky had to be sharp there because that puck was actually deflected at the last second. Watch right here as the Nailers get a good rush in the last few seconds here of the second period. The shot is taken. See him look to his right. He thought the puck was by him. Luckily, he was sitting right beyond his right leg, and he was able to hold on for the whistle. Sometimes that puck will kind of roll up your pad and go toward the net. This one kind of rolled off to the side, and it was going away. And Amadovsky will cover up on a real nice, hard-working attempt there by Jeff Burgoyne to put the puck in the slot. Last 30 seconds, very good work here by the Nailers. The physical action is also picking up, as we'll see some of this work right here. Boom. Takes him right into the boards, does two things. One, takes his man out of the play and prevents a goal. And on the draw, it goes right on Bujar Amadovsky, who makes the save as the period comes to a close. So Bujar tested even up to the final second of the second period, and so far he is pitching a shutout here tonight against Wheeling. 3 second period goals for the Trenton Titans coming from DJ Mando to start things off. Chris Masters picks up a goal, and Mike Mader as well. And the Trenton Titans go into the dressing room, leading by a score of 3-0 at the end of this second period. And that last goal was a power play goal, and that's because Trevor Pryor lost his cool a little bit. He came out, took a piece of the Trenton Titan player, caused his team to go down, and that third goal could be the nail in the coffin against the Nailers. How do you like that? Well, they're nailing them, that's for sure. Last time we were here, though, Trenton had a 3-goal lead. And unfortunately, they lost in a shootout. Tonight, they lead it here after 2, 3-0. Bob Lampinen downstairs. Let's go down the stairs to Bob.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mick and Coach Eves. Certainly a tough period for you, the second period. 20 minutes of hockey left. What are you going to have to do to try to straighten things out?
Well, we got to chip away. We got to play better than our end. We're leaving our goaltender all by himself. You got to take your hats off to Trenton. They're working real hard. They're getting opportunities and a lot of turnovers in their end. We got to get it out of our end, get more shots down on Amadovsky.
And of course, those penalties really hurting you.
Yeah, they scored on the power play, and you know that's always going to hurt you, especially when you don't capitalize on your power play.
Okay, Coach, thank you. Okay, good luck third period. And let's go back up to Mick.
And the interview brought to you by Powerade, the official sponsor of the Trenton Titans. Well, they're loving it here in Trenton tonight, and why not? The home team leading 3-0 over Wheeling. Stay with us on CN8. Tonight's second intermission brought to you by U.S. Airways, the official airline of the Trenton Titans. Well, we have played 2 periods here at the Sovereign Bank Arena tonight as the Trenton Titans lead Wheeling by a score of 3-0 with the goals coming from DJ Mando. Started things off, and then Chris Masters and Mike Mader finishing things off as Trenton goes into the dressing room, Pete, leading by a score of 3-0.
Well, you heard Coach Murray Eves at the end. He said, give credit to Trenton. They worked hard. They're putting the effort out, and that was something we talked about in the open. Is it leadership? Is it effort? Probably a little bit of both, but tonight they got both. They're getting leadership, and they're getting the effort from everyone.
Well, our next game coming up on CN8 will be Sunday. That is December the 12th against the Roanoke Express. You'll see it here. Game time is 4:05, but also, fans, not only a family fun Sunday with the Philadelphia Zoo on wheels here with characters and face painters, but it's Loeffler's Family 4-Pack Day. So you can pick up 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 sodas for just $44, courtesy of Loeffler's. Now, this special offer can only be purchased at the Sovereign Bank Arena, and certain restrictions do apply. So don't miss out on your chance to see the Titans take on Roanoke Sunday, December the 12th at 4:05, and if you can't make it out, you can catch it right here on CN8. Well, once again, we are through 2 periods. Trenton leading by a score of 3-0. And they even scored a power play goal in that second period, Pete, something that has been a real nemesis for Trenton this year.
They sure have. And looking at the stats, when they lead after 2 periods, 8-0-1, have not lost a game after leading after 2.
Well, let's go downstairs right now to Bob Lampinen, who's standing by with a special guest. Bob.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mick. With the captain, Mike Hall, and certainly an explosive second period for the Titans. And, Mike, you've got to be pleased with the way the guys played that second period.
Yeah, we came out with some jump and got a few chances on the power play, and we clicked, which is nice.
Well, you're out with a separated shoulder. You've missed a couple of games. The team misses your leadership. What's the status on the shoulder injury?
Well, it's day-to-day, but I'm hoping to get back in the lineup Sunday.
Well, you caught a break because the other night after the Dayton game, the team had to do suicides after the game. Very unusual. You at least got a chance to miss those.
Yeah, it was looked pretty tough out there. I got a bit of that last year with Butch, but yeah, it was unfortunate. But yeah, I'm glad I missed them.
Well, with a very young team, of course, leadership is so important. And one of the things the coach has been trying to do is get guys to step up to be leaders. How tough of a thing is that for you? Because you're one of the guys they expect to lead, of course, as the captain.
Well, definitely, I look to, give the team some leadership both on and off the ice. But when, guys like myself and Cale McLean and guys are out of the lineup, we expect those younger guys to step up, like the Whitchurches, the Murphys, and I think they have.
Scoring 3 goals in the second period has got to make you guys happy.
Definitely. Like I said, the power play, we've been struggling the last 4 or 5 games. I think we got 2 power play goals there, so that's a definite confident booster for the third period.
Now, you look to the third period, of course. The important thing is don't celebrate too much. There's still 20 minutes of hockey left to play, and when you deal with young players, sometimes the intensity comes, and then all of a sudden it goes.
Yeah, the key is not to get complacent out there. We've got a 3-goal lead at home, but you just want to keep doing the things you've done to get to where you are and, keep forcing them.
We talk about developing professionalism and a professional attitude. That's, of course, a very difficult thing for young players. When we say that, what actually does that mean? What's the difference between the attitude you have to have as a pro as opposed to an amateur?
Well, I just think, coming to the rink, being prepared when the puck drops at 7 o'clock, not coming to the rink, and halfway through the game, all of a sudden you start to play. I think you got to be prepared mentally and both physically when the game starts and bring that each night, game in and game out.
Now, you've been out a couple of games, as we mentioned, with the shoulder injury. It doesn't take very long to get out of game condition. What have you been doing to stay in shape?
Well, yeah, it definitely, it takes one game, you're back out of shape. But our assistant coaches, after practice, keep me on the ice, and they, do some skating drills with me just to keep my conditioning up, and I also ride the bike.
Well, psychologically, we mentioned the scoring drought that you guys were going through. You'd only scored 8 goals in 6 games. Psychologically, that gets into your head. As the captain, were you trying to do anything to try to get the guys to believe that they really could score, because it was becoming a real problem?
Well, it does get frustrating, but, you can't really worry and panic. For a stretch there, we weren't scoring goals, and then all of a sudden we had a 3 or 4 game stretch there where we scored a bunch of goals, and then all of a sudden, we're struggling again. So it's just, you just got to keep working hard, getting the pucks to the net, and it's going to eventually go in for you.
Well, you were in the locker room between the first and second periods. What was the tone? What did Coach Cassidy have to say? Because it came out as a different Titan team in that second period.
Yeah, he just told us, keep going. This is a team that we're playing against that isn't a great team, Their goaltending's not great. Just get the pucks to the net, keep shooting, and you know what? We're going to get our chances like we did there. We scored 2 goals, so a good period.
First year in the new arena. Your opinion of the fan support you've been receiving?
Well, fans they're great. You know, I think we're 3rd in attendance. The fans are really into it. They really get excited, and you know, it really boosts your energy when you're out in the ice playing. It really gets you going.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mike, for talking to us, and get back out on the ice with that shoulder.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, Mike Hall's the captain, and the Titans have come alive in the second period. They hold a 3-0 lead. Back with more in just a minute.
Welcome back to Sovereign Bank Arena. We are in between the second and third period with the Trenton Titans leading by a score of 3-0 over the Wheeling Nailers with 3 second period goals. Well, now it's customary to go around the ECHL. It's brought to you by the Trenton Orthopedic Group. We'll take a look at scores from out of town as Florida in the first leading 1-0 over Arkansas. And Florida looking for its 5th in a row. Also at the end of one, South Carolina and Augusta are tied 1-1. South Carolina is trying to snap that 4-game winning streak, or winless streak, I beg your pardon. Greenville leads Charlotte 1-0 in the second period. Also, Dayton a 2-0 lead over Toledo. That's at the end of 2, or end of 1, I'll stand corrected. Also tonight you have a second period score with Roanoke and Huntington, 2-2 there. Huntington first in the Northwest. Also first in the Southwest is Birmingham, but right now they trail Jacksonville 4-2 in the second, and the other 2 games, Pensacola, Mississippi, and Baton Rouge and Mobile a little bit later on. Take a look at a couple more scores. Louisiana leading New Orleans 3-0 in the first. Also in the second period, Greensboro over Richmond 1-0, and PD, number 1 in the Southeast, taking it on the chin tonight against Tallahassee. In the third, they trail 4-0. And there is our look around the ECHL. Also now, time to take a look at the Molson Canadian Molson Cup standings. And of course, when you get stars of the game, the first star gets 3 points, the second star 2, and the third star 1. Buyar Amadovsky with 12 points to lead the Molson Cup standings. Mark Murphy has 10 points. Cale McLean still has 8. He had a great year going for Trenton until he got called up. Ruslan Fedotenko, who's back with the Philadelphia Phantoms, has 5 points. And Jed Whitchurch, who's played pretty well tonight, has 4 points in the Molson Cup standings. But once again, we are through 2 periods with Trenton leading Wheeling by a score of 3-0. Stay with us on CN8. Highlights are coming up. Second period intermission as the Trenton Titans lead the Wheeling Nailers by a score of 3-0. And it was 3 second period goals, Pete Caggiano, that really fueled Trenton's fire. Let's go right into the highlights and show you how Trenton got it done in the second period. Starting things off, well, DJ Mando going strong to the net, and he follows up a shot for the first goal of the game.
Cam White, the defenseman, lets the shot go. Right here from the point, save is made. Now watch, there's Mando on the right side, tapping it home. That gave them the first goal of the game and the 1-0 lead.
Then Trenton made it 2-0 as Chris Masters finds the back of the net.
Well, this play was made by Jed Whitchurch. Watch this pass. He slides it right across. All Masters has to do is keep his stick on the ice. It redirects past the goaltender Pryor, a 2-0 lead.
And then a rare power play goal for the Titans.
This time again, the shot comes from the side. Good save there by Pryor. But again, Mader left all alone right there at the edge of the crease. Just turns around and taps it home for a power play goal.
Well, you go to the net, good things happen. And look at the shots. It was even at one point, but now Trenton with a big 25-17 lead. And also, the face-offs going the other way. Usually you win the face-offs, you win the war, but that hasn't been the case tonight.
No, not at all, Mick. And also, take a look at the power play shots. 9 for the Titans, only 2 for the Nailers. And the Nailers had 4 power plays with only 2 shots. You're not going to put the puck in the net that way.
Penalty kill working tonight for Trenton, plus a power play goal. There's just a couple of the reasons why Trenton leads this game 3-0 over the Nailers. Well, we'll be back. The third period coming up, so stay with us right here on CN8, live tonight from Sovereign Bank Arena.
Three to nothing. The Titans lead it with Coach Cassidy. And Coach, I know you have to run, but the second period, a little more happy smiles in that locker room, I'm sure, right now.
Yeah, we got away from our penalty troubles and created a few power plays of our own. We're lucky enough to manufacture a goal on one and get one just as the other one expired. And had some good emotion there. A couple of good hits, a good scrap, got the fans into it, and I think I got our bench up. And we managed to finish a lot better that period. Bouillard shut the door on them, so hopefully we can go out and finish the job.
Okay, Coach. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, good luck in that third period. Okay, so 3-0. They're on top, and let's go back upstairs.
All right, thanks, Bob Lampinen. The interview brought to you by First Union, as is this third period. First Union, let us be your guide to the financial world. And by your local Tri-State Toyota dealers. Toyota, real values every day. And by U.S. Airways, the official airline of the Trenton Titans. Well, welcome back here to Sovereign Bank Arena. Mick Mollinghoff, Pete Caggiano, and Bob Lampinen, and a Sergei Skrubot fan. He's one of the only Titans that wears that face guard or eye guard on his helmet, Pete.
Well, I'm taking a look at it.
Fans like wearing the Trenton Titans garb, and why not? It's stylish. It's the in thing here at Sovereign Bank Arena.
Well, I like the way it had Titans written on the face mask, on the visor right across the top, but unfortunately she had to tilt it up so she can see.
Well, here we go. Third period just underway as the Titans lead this game by the score of 3-0. Back to the point, and a drive goes whistling wide off the stick of Vince Williams. Williams, Whitchurch, Anderson, Weichselbaumer, and also Bertoli. 5 on the ice here for Trenton to start period number 3. Burgoyne leaves the puck for Millar. And Likit Andersson wheels in front of his own net. Plays ahead for Bertoli. And now Slater wants to play forward and does. Basaraba rolls the puck in the Trenton end. Bertoli has it tick off his stick. Sorg goes back and gets it. Sorg avoids a check, plays ahead, and Smith has it. Across the line, here comes Payton. Rolls it in front. Amadovsky just sticks it aside, and the puck goes all the way in the neutral zone.
This period starting almost like the first period did, with both teams being a little cautious, not wanting to make a mistake and give the other team an advantage.
I think if you're the Titans, here's a shot. Ooh, Amadovsky just got a piece of that one off the stick of Rob Sinclair. I was just going to say, you don't want to go into a defensive shell.
Oh, no, definitely not that early. Or not this early, I should say. But Amadovsky, how calm and cool was he on that save? That shot was blasted from about 35 feet out. He almost nonchalanted it. He just stuck out the right arm, made the save. Nothing spectacular, no flair, but very steady.
And here a puck goes right through the crease, and he just kind of sticks it ahead. So Amadovsky feeling his game tonight. as his team leads in front of him by a score of 3-0. Here comes Sinclair. Sinclair, offside, as it was Burt in all alone. Scott Burt got behind the defense, but he was in the zone a little too soon.
Half a step away. He picked up his back foot just as he received the pass. That put him offside, or he almost sprung on the right side all alone against Amadovsky.
Well, Coach Murray Eaves sees his team trail 3-0 as he tries to come up with a way to get his team back here in this third period.
Well, Mick, we talked about things coming in threes. All 3 goal scorers all start with the letter M. Mando, Masters, and Mater.
Well, Titans have not lost when leading after 2 periods. Here is Masters. Shot saved by Pryor. Well, a nice no-angle drive by Masters there, and Pryor hangs on.
Well, now what the Titans are doing, they're just trying to put the puck on net. They're going to fire everything they can. And you know Pryor's a little off his game. He's a little agitated. You saw that by the penalty he took at the end of the second period. He's not confident right now, so the Titans are going to try to take advantage of that and just keep firing shots on goal.
Titans want to keep the puck in, and they do. DJ Mando takes on 2 players behind the net and rides them both off as the Titans have the puck. Now Mando in the corner. Gives up for Masters. Titans want to keep it in. And they do. Good job there by Sergei Stroba. Oh, right through the slot. And almost tipping it home was Matt Henderson. Henderson now lets it go. Whistles well wide. And finally the Nailers will pick it up and they want to come out. Nailers want to change, and the puck went into the stands anyway, so the face-off is coming outside the Trenton zone.
Good work here by the Titans. Not necessarily trying to put too much pressure on. They're going to take the shot when they get it, and sometimes take the shot when there's nothing else to do. But more important, they want to keep the puck in the Wheeling zone. If the puck's in the Wheeling zone, Wheeling can't score.
17:01 to go here in this third period. We're just underway. And on the draw, Jed Whitchurch will win it. Likit Andersson will try to bring it out. It reaches his own blue line.
It now becomes a territorial and a possession game.
Bad pass here as Amadovsky has to go back. Whitchurch just sends it on its way, and now Bertoli picks it up. And the Titans will roll it in. Weichselbaumer will get there first. No, ridden off the play on a nice elbow by Slater to knock him off his base. Bertoli tries to roll it up the boards for Anderson, but it comes a little too far ahead. Now Whitchurch will try to keep it in. Bertoli, shot, save, it's right in the slot, backhand just went wide. Weichselbaumer had the short side and couldn't put it in. And now Bertoli falls down but keeps it going.
There's going to be a penalty coming up here. Bertoli was tripped on that play.
In front, it goes right through Williams with a drive. Saved by Pryor, is right in the slot. It's touched up, and now we have a whistle. Let's go downstairs to Bob Lampinen. Bob.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys. The 100,000th fan to come here to the Sovereign Bank Arena. A special milestone, and it's Rich Haggerty from Seagirt, New Jersey. And, of course, this is Brian with you. Congratulations. Some special awards for you tonight, eh?
Oh, yeah. They gave us some airplane tickets in the United States and a trip down to Washington. Lots of food. We had a really great time.
Well, he's yawning here, but I know he's excited also. His first trip to a professional event.
Yeah, first trip. I was real excited to come here. It meant a lot to me, so it was a great time.
What's your opinion of this great arena?
Oh, it's wonderful. Great place to see a game.
Where are you going with the 2 trips?
California.
Okay, they just scored a goal. We better get back to the match. We talked too long.
Well, Sergei Strobat from the point, and it finds the net. And it may have been directed in front going in. Titans, the first team to reach the 1,000 fan mark of any ECHL team this year. And celebration time, I think that might have been tipped in by Eric Brule.
Brule, normally a defenseman, was parked in front on the power play. When you get somebody that size, sometimes you like to put him in front to create a little havoc and a little confusion. That time the shot by Skorbat from the point, redirected. Slap shot, changed direction right there, just out in front of Pryor. And now a 4-goal lead, 5 minutes here into the third period.
The second Trigen Energy power play tonight. This one's right in the slot. Booyar keeps his shutout. Wow, right in the slot all alone was Will Gosh, and he shot it right into the midsection. Now, this drive taken from in the slot area by Bagnell, but he whistled it way wide. Titans lead it 4-0. Well, we're going to give it the goal to Mike Mader. They say he's got it going in, so for Mader, that would be his second goal of the night.
And Eric Bruel is down on the far side. Brule is down. Looks like he twisted a knee or an ankle. He's having trouble skating off. And it looks like he may go right to the back, right into the locker room. And of course it had to be Mike Mader with the goal, because his name starts with an M. He's the fourth player tonight, or third player 4 times, that the goal scored was done by a player whose last name starts with M.
Mando, Masters, and Mader, the last two, and the last two have been Trigen Energy power play goals. And Trenton leads it by a score of 4-0.
And that still leaves Mark Murphy a chance to score, because his name also starts with an M.
I know, he promised you that goal, too.
That's right, I'm waiting.
Kelsey will go back in his own end to pick it up, although I'd like to see him maybe save it for that Roanoke game on Sunday. 14:58 and the clock moving. In the slot, Grachev ridden off the play nicely. He's pulled down. There's a hook, and Masters knows it. He's going to go. So a Trigen Energy power play coming up, but unfortunately this time Masters pulls down Grachev, and Vladimir got hooked.
Well, Masters will sit 2 minutes. Very obvious hook right in front of our official. Can't anybody without an M starting their last name do something tonight?
Well, Mick Monaghan, what do you think? No, anyway. So in 14:49 on the clock, Masters goes off. 5:11 the time of penalty for hooking here in this third period. And once again, the penalty kill is on for the Titans.
Well, so far, Wheeling 0 for 4 and only 2 shots on goal in the first 4 power plays.
Yeah, but you saw Grachev there. He's the trigger man. 3 power play goals on the season. He has 7 goals, and here he's got the puck. Grachev throws it right in the slot. Oh, nice pass. The puck is bouncing, and the Titans will almost clear. It comes back to the point. Not out of the zone. Oh, a giveaway here, and Bertoli sends it the length of the ice, where the goaltender, Trevor Pryor, will leave it for Jeff Burgoyne. Now, Vladimir Grachev fakes the shot. Still has control and takes it behind the net. Fights off one check, can't fight off the other. Servant wants to clear, and then it rattles around and goes into the crowd.
Good puck control by Grachev. Working the puck, not just throwing it away, trying to hit an open man, trying to do something with it. He's tired. He skated the shift before the power play, and now the whole power play. But watch how he gets rubbed right into the boards there. And that takes your toll. After a couple of games, you start feeling that. Every time you hit the boards like that, a little more pain gets inflicted. You saw him grimace and grab his shoulder. That is what took the impact against the glass.
Wickstrom back in his own zone. Almost gave it away to Murphy, who's gunning for that goal, like you told us about, Pete. But skating out is Derek Smith. Gets the puck ahead here to Rob Millar, who's got pretty good goal scoring ability. He'll roll it in to Basaraba. Back to the point. Wickstrom gives up for Derek Smith. His drive goes right through the slot. It was tipped a little wide by Basaraba. Now Seward gives up for Millar. He's being held. No call. And the puck goes in to the stands. Got to be careful with Millar behind the net. You don't want to put too many clamps on him. Better to take the body than put the arm on him.
Well, what you have to do is move your legs. You don't want to reach out. He's too big, too strong of a player to try to defend just by sticking your arm out or using your stick. What you have to do is use your body, get in front of him.
Show you what I mean right here. Watch. A little bit of hook, a little bit of arm action, and like you say, Cam White not using his legs at all.
Not at all. But Rob Millar tried to draw the penalty there. You see what he did? He grabbed Cam White's stick with his armpit and went down trying to trick the official.
Wilgosh will keep this puck in the zone. Wants to roll it back to the point for Burdine, and his shot goes a little wide. Sinclair rolls it around. Wilgosh gets there, looking to go behind the net and does. Sinclair wants to center. It's in the slot, deflected, and the Titans will bring it out with Likit Andersson. 3-on-3 if they want it. Andersson the high drive and glove by Trevor Pryor. Burgoyne will bring it out. Here comes Jeff Burgoyne. Puck deflected at the blue line. Likit Andersson tries to clear. Burgoyne picks it up. Ridden off the play, but got it ahead to Sinclair. Now Wilgosh, the Trigen power play is over. The teams are at 5 aside, and Trenton's killed off another power play advantage. Burgoyne shot redirected in front. And the puck is cleared, and it comes to center ice.
Good work by the Trenton Titans. A few good chances by the Nailers, but unable to capitalize.
Oh, give away a Weichselbaumer. Had it roll right off the stick as some sloppy play by Jeff Burgoyne. Back the other way in a hurry. The puck wound behind the net here by Scott Bart. Now Gracia held along the boards as the Titans try to freeze it. Here comes a 2-on-2. Bertoli across the line. Comes to the near circle, rolls it in front. Weichselbaumer will go and pick it up. He leaves it in the corner there for Chris Slater. Grachev lets it come the length of the ice, and there's an icing, and we have a stoppage with 11:47 to play in the game, with the Trenton Titans leading by the count of 4-0 over Wheeling. Stay with us on CN8. More third period action coming up. Welcome back to Sovereign Bank Arena as the fans look up at the scoreboard, and tonight they see the home team, Trenton, leading 4-0 over Wheeling. With a win tonight, Trenton will go 10-10-2, and an expansion team at 500 at this point of the year. That's not bad at all.
That's what you shoot for, that, and then to try to make the playoffs, even if you sneak in as the last team.
Nailers have the puck, trying to come out of their own end, and they will, but it rolls too far ahead on the wing. The shots, 29-20. Well, they're fairly even so far here in this third period, but the Titans with a big second period advantage.
That's when they really put the pressure on.
Grachev gives the puck away as the Nailers play back in their own end.
This is just great forechecking and very good positioning by the Titans. They're forcing Wheeling to, instead of advancing the puck, constantly turning back, constantly cycling, not allowing them to come out of their zone.
And a little hit there. Now Williams will wind it back in as the Titans want to change. Nader's line goes to the bench. Servant is out there with Likit Andersson. Sergei Strobat. Here comes Sorg across the line, rolls it behind the net. Now Murphy gets to the puck. Takes it to the far side of the rink. And Murphy has it back. Tries to play through at center. And this will be icing against the Trenton Titans.
Coming into tonight's game, Nick, both teams averaged about 3 goals a game offensively. But Wheeling has averaged 4 goals a game, giving up 4 goals a game. And that's pretty much exactly where we are here. The other stat that's real important is in games where the differential is 3 goals or greater, the Titans have a tremendous record in that statistic, where they have not lost a game where the record or the difference in goals has been 3 or greater.
10:19 to go in this one. 4-0 for Trenton. Uyar Amadovsky with a shutout intact so far as Mando tries to clear, but it's not out. It's rolled right there on the doorstep, and Amadovsky will cover before the Nailers can get there in the person of Derek Smith, who was right on the doorstep, but he was tied up and couldn't pull the trigger. Bouillard's having a great game tonight.
He is, but sometimes you fall asleep. He hasn't been tested in a while. That time, again, he's so calm, just stuck out the left leg, made the save, and then didn't panic when the rebound could have been just outside his reach. Goes with the stick, scoops it, and pulls it back in.
Maybe the secret's just not too much coffee so you don't get jumpy.
Well, I'm going to ask him, is it caffeinated or decaffeinated coffee that he has?
I'm sure that would affect the superstition. And behind the net, Brandon Bagnell had the puck but lost it. Trenton has players open at the point. Likit Andersson closing. Oh, they were looking for him, but the pass just got deflected before it got to him. I can see that developing from here.
Those are the things you can try when you have a 4-goal lead.
Here comes Millar across the line, takes the shot, pulls up, looking for some help. Skrobot pulls him down. There's a penalty. It wasn't much of a hook, but hey, when you're up 4-0, you don't have to hook him at all.
That's exactly so, Mick. Fisher's looking a lot tighter at the Titans than he is at Wheeling. That time Millar came down. The puck was on its edge. It was rolling. You can see he wanted to take the slap shot, but he couldn't. He had to try to settle it down. Not much of a hook or a hold there. Just a little spin. Grabbed him just a little bit. A tighter game. Probably not called, or if it happened the other way, if it was Wheeling doing that to a Titan player, you probably would not have seen a penalty called.
The Skrobot goes off at 10:34 for holding in another Trigen Energy power play. But the Titans have been able to kill everything off tonight. Ooh, and the puck just goes off the stick of Slater and out of the zone.
Well, pretty soon they're going to start thinking shutout here, and that's what they have to watch.
0 for 5 in power play opportunities and just 4 shots for Wheeling tonight. Across the line, it's onside. Aladowski makes the save, banks it off the boards. It's kept in at the point by Burgoyne. Jeff Burgoyne now has it poked away by Whitchurch. And real quick, Wilgos has to go back and pick it up. Burgoyne has it roll off the stick. Sinclair to Wilgos. Oh, he is hit hard as he goes down the slot by Vince Williams. Still kept in at the point. Burgoyne shot up and out of here. Way out of here.
Well, that's what happens sometimes when you try to hit a puck that's flipping and on its edge. That time Burgoyne tried to let the shot go, but it was not settled. It was on an edge. You get underneath it and you sail it into the crowd. There's the big finger.
Well, that kind of expression says it all on the face of Murray Eves. He finds his team trailing tonight by a score of 4-0 with 8:41 to go.
And they've had the opportunities. They've had the power plays. They just can't connect.
Rodchev is out hustled from behind, and the puck shot the length of the ice where Pryor has to handle. Mark Murphy may not have a goal, but he certainly out hustled Rodchev on that exchange.
Well, he still has another 8.5 minutes. I'll give him more time.
Oh, yeah, come on. Murphy rolls it ahead. Like I said, he's trying to save that goal for tomorrow, or for Sunday against Roanoke.
Well, if he scores 2 on Sunday, I'll forgive him.
4-0 here. Trenton leads it with 8:06 to play. And the puck skips over the stick of Bagnell, and Pryor has to handle, and he gets kind of a derisive cheer, but he really hasn't played all that bad tonight. He's given up 2 power play goals, although he did cause one of those himself, with an interference penalty.
He's faced 29 shots. He's done a reasonably good job back there, and as you mentioned, the first power play goal was because of his own aggressiveness.
But I'd have to say the Titans have had some pretty good quality scoring chances tonight.
Well, they have, and they've capitalized. I think we're going to get coincidental minors coming up right here.
Well, it'll be Moreau and Murphy going to the bench. And there's still 17 seconds left on the power play as Skrobot has time to serve. Trenton leads at 4-0. 1 goal here in the third period, a power play from Mike Mader, his second of the night. As Mader has picked up 2 to give him 6 on the season. Here comes Basaraba. Leaves the puck and the shot whistles well wide off the stick of Slater. Kept in at the point. Titans have it. Kelsey wants to clear and does. Well, Kelsey may not be flashy, but he does his job on the blue line for Trenton.
Scott Kelsey does a great job. He's one of the older players, 28 years old, and you can see the experience on the ice.
Here come the Nailers. Burgoyne broken up. They're going to call offside.
And I believe that's what they're going to call.
Kind of looked like that puck might have been deflected out of the zone. I didn't really see anybody carry it back in, but the whistle's blown nonetheless. Well, you see Masters there, and Chris Masters has a goal tonight. That came in the second period. And for Chris Masters, that was his 5th goal of the season. Takes the face-off here against Wilgos. And now White will bring it out. Oh, a little trouble for Cam White. Now he gets it ahead to DJ Mando. The Mando-Masters line has produced some pretty favorable results tonight with 2 goals. One by each of those players.
And they were good goals. They worked hard for it. They played their position well and did a nice job finishing the play. That's something they had not been doing earlier.
White will keep it in here. The defenseman pinching up, and you can do that, like you said, Pete, with a 4-0 lead. As long as somebody's back, as Williams is, but he fans here. Gives the puck up to Wilgos. He comes in. Shot. Save by Amadowski. Rebound. Save Amadowski, and he holds. And the shutout stays intact.
Well, that's what all the players are thinking about now. Shutout for Bouillard. He's played very well. He's played well even in games prior to this. And when a goaltender has an opportunity for a shutout, especially when you get late here in the third period, you don't want to be a guy to make a mistake. There you see Amadowski, 2 good saves. The first one, what he does so well is he moves from right to left. Watch. First save, comes up, goes back down, makes the second save.
And keeps the pads close together as well, taking the 5-hole away.
Does not leave you that space between his legs.
Still 4-0. Trenton, they lead it here with 6:15 to go. Oh, trying to go rink wide to Bertoli, who was cruising, but pass was behind him and broken up at neutral ice. Nailers want to come out. Bagnell plays forward, and we have the whistle.
Nick, at this point, I would think that the Nailers are probably concentrating more on tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, they're back home against Greensboro, and then, believe it or not, they have another game home against Dayton on Sunday. So 3 nights, 3 games, and don't forget the bus ride home after this game tonight. They'll be traveling all night.
So Bouillard Amadowski has 2 shutouts this year. Both came at home, and he's looking for his 3rd tonight. On the faceoff, comes back to Likit Andersson. Oh, it was blocked right at the blue line, but he got it back. Now his shot is tipped aside here by Trevor Pryor. And Likit Andersson showing he can put the puck on the net. That's what you got to do from the point.
You have to shoot hard and you have to shoot low.
Bagnell wants to clear, rolls it around the dasher, it flips up and into the crowd.
5.5 remaining here. Both teams kind of, air has come out a little bit. Titans now starting to go into that defensive shell, and now they can. 4 goals, 5.5 minutes. They can do it right now, and Wheeling has shown that even with power plays, they can't get anything going.
On the draw here, it's controlled by Wheeling. Titans putting the pressure on, good forechecking. Murphy trying to dislodge the puck from behind the net. And it comes all the way out of the zone. Kelsey just dumps it in. Chris Slater can't clear. Kept in at the point. Now it will roll out of the zone as Servin tried to send it back, but here comes pressure from Rob Millar. Picked up by Smith. Shot. Amadowski kind of looked behind him a little bit, but he still got a piece of it.
That time he used the left leg, made the save on the short side. Good play.
And Murphy being interfered with there by Sword, but no call. He tried to break in. 4:45 to go, and the Titans will keep it in. Skrobot hit as he rolls it back behind the net. Pryor keeps it on its way. Murphy going to get there first, trying to keep it in. Skrobot will. Now Mater behind the net. Looking for Murphy. Taken away by the Nailers. And we have a whistle as some pushing and shoving going on with Slater. And also you have Mike Mater getting involved and a little too many shoves, and here we go. Oh, they're going to get a 3rd man in on this one. This is Vince Williams getting involved in a big way.
Williams came from the side. He wanted it all the while. Talk about lefts. They're connecting to the back. He threw more lefts than I've seen Sugar Ray Leonard throwing a punch. He threw about 9 punches in 10 seconds. All connecting in the top of the shoulder and in the back.
I think he was trying to go for that neck area that was exposed, but Vince Williams will be escorted off very quickly with 4:26 to go. He is done for the night.
Maybe he has a date later and he needs to get off the ice soon. Gets in the showers and goes home.
Well, the net was dislodged off the mooring as a lot of jostling was going on, but I'm not sure if that was going to be the only penalty called. We're going to have to wait until they sort this one out.
Well, Vince Williams came from way on the other side of the ice to join that altercation. He was not involved in the original pushing and shoving.
Well, there goes Slater as Chris's night comes to a close.
So now what you have to watch out for, and I'm sure Coach Cassidy is worried about, is guys getting injured. This is supposed to be the fun time of the game. This is the time of the game when you pad your stats. This is when you can take the extra chance. You can try to do some stuff to put some goals on your ledger.
4-0 is the score with 4:26 to go. Stay with us. We'll see if the shutout is complete in a moment. Welcome back to Sovereign Bank Arena with 4:26 to go in the game. The Trenton Titans comfortably leading Wheeling by a score of 4-0 as the home fans are well happy about that. Average attendance, about 6,500. Fourth among ECHL teams of the 28. And also tonight, the 100th fan went through the turnstiles, or rather the 100,000. Yeah, 100, they have more than that tonight. 100,000 fan honored tonight. You heard Bob Lampinen interviewing him as a goal was going in, but that's okay. And the Titans would like to thank all their loyal fans for their support this year. First team in the ECHL to get 100,000 fans this year.
Well, Mick, that's really a credit to Rich Lisk, the Vice President of Marketing and Sales, along with his team of Jeff Mandel and Jeannie Gallagher, who take care of the ticket sales for the Titans.
Well, it looks like our officials are still sorting out some penalties.
Well, they have them sorted out. They're explaining it to the teams right now.
And it looks like Mike Mader is going to go in a penalty box. And I thought there was going to be a penalty on him as that altercation kind of took place around the net. And then you had Williams jumping in on his own.
Well, Mader shoved a player from Wheeling right at the end of that altercation and put him back.
Well, take a look at our game summary. 4-0 right now. The Titans with goals from DJ Mando as first. Masters picked up his fifth, and then two power play goals from Mike Mader tonight. His fifth and sixth of the year. Amanovsky, 25 for 25 so far tonight. And the power play, hey, 50% for the Titans. That's not bad. And the penalty kill has killed off 6 advantages going the other way.
If you told a team they would have 6 power plays in a game, they would be very happy with that situation. Unfortunately for Wheeling tonight, they have not capitalized on any of them.
Well, penalties being sorted out.
Now they have 1 minute on the clock. I can't see why they have 1 minute on the clock and not 2 minutes on the clock.
It's a new penalty rule in the Final Four 18. No, I don't think so. Like Rob Kennedy in basketball. He says, oh, these things are supposed to speed up the game. Well, they're trying to do that here tonight, I think.
Well, that's Andy Van Helleman, former NHL referee, Hall of Fame NHL referee who now leads this league. I think they'll make an adjustment on the clock.
Well, Wheeling had
5 for fight, 5 for a slash, and a game misconduct.
All right.
And that all went to Chris Slater.
The Titans saw Mader pick up 2 for roughing and 2 for instigation.
And the 2 instigation went along with Vince Williams,
who also
got the 5-minute major.
Right. So that's the way the penalty shook out.
Because he definitely started the fight.
Titans 10 power play shots. And 2 for 4 tonight. Here is Sergei Skrobat. Is for Henderson. Henderson broken up by Burt. Got it to Skrobat, who will keep it alive. Plays ahead to DJ Mando. He's a tough guy who will dig things out. Keeps it alive. And comes the servant who lets it go, and he whistles a shot well wide, and it will come all the way out. And stepping out on the ice is Grachev, who picks it up. And he is ridden off the play before he ever got a shot away. Nice job of getting back.
Now Grachev was able to play that puck, even though he preceded the puck over the red line because it was passed from a Titan player.
Well, there goes the shutout as right in front. The loose puck picked up by Curtis Wilgosh, and he scores to break the shutout with 3:11 to go. Wilgosh had the last 4 great nailer chances, and the 5th time was the charm.
Well, nobody's more upset right now than the entire bench of the Trenton Titans. They just know it was sloppy play around their net that caused this. Looked like Amador got a piece of it, but not enough.
So 4-1 the score with 3:03 to go. And Wilgosh picks up the goal. That is his 7th of the year. So the shutout is gone, but still a 4-1 lead as we're inside the final 3 minutes. Sinclair, the pinch to puck across the line. Wilgosh going for 2, and the puck is laying right there. Finally picked up and shot away by Scott Bertoli. Wow.
Again, they try to hit the 5-hole against Amadovsky. He closed it quick, but he had no idea where the puck was. 2 more players came rushing by. Neither one saw the puck, and it sat right there before a defenseman for the Titans was able to knock the puck out of harm's way. He also takes the collision right there. That's Bertoli coming in to save the day for Amadovsky. Good save right there. He goes down quick, squeezes the pads, and then gets knocked back into the net.
Amadovsky bidding for his 8th win of the year. On the draw, it's controlled by the Titans. Chris Masters won the faceoff. 2 minutes and 34 seconds to go. 4-1 Trenton out front. Derek Smith rolls it to the net, and Amadovsky right there to scoop it up.
Amadovsky letting in just a little over 2 goals per game. And if the score stays the way it is at a 4-1, that'll get lowered to probably just around 2, if not slightly under.
Well, Coach Cassidy told us he's very happy with not only Amadovsky, but the rest of the defense as well. Even the wingers coming back and helping out. He says defense has not been the problem for the Titans this year.
Not at all. The team does a great job of back checking, helping out. That's why they've only allowed 52 goals all year.
Amadovsky here tries to shoot it away. Ooh, and Skrobot came back to cover up, or otherwise he had one right on the doorstep for Basaraba.
Skrobot saved the day right there. Amadovsky got caught in the corner in no man's land. That time Skrobot did a great job deflecting that centering pass.
2 minutes left in the game. 4-1, Trenton leading Wheeling. As the Titans look to keep things going in a positive direction with Roanoke coming up here at Sovereign Bank Arena Sunday at 4:05. We'll see it right here on CN8. Millar takes this one away, and a 2-on-2 coming back the other way with Basaraba. Shannon Basaraba broken up. Millar looking for someone at the point. Basaraba has it deflected. Burgoyne tries to keep it alive. Murphy wants to clear. And it will go all the way to the other side of the rink where DJ Mando will pick it up with 1:30 to go. And Mando just flips a high bouncer in, and that was tough for Pryor.
As we spoke before, those bouncing pucks, sometimes it hits an edge. It's tough.
Henderson cruising in the slot, and the backhanded pass from Weichselbaumer didn't get there. Now Eric Weichselbaumer goes in the corner, ridden off the play here. Titans want to keep it alive, and they do. Henderson tries to roll it in front. Rachev plays forward, and they were in the last minute of the play here in the 3rd period. 4-1 Trenton. Loose puck picked up by Servant, who shoots at the center. Burgoyne winds it around. Who's going to get there first? Burt gives chase. Knocks it down, gets ahead to Grachev, and his pass comes all the way through the point and out of the zone. Trenton's going to win it 4-1 tonight here at Sovereign Bank Arena. Burt lost his helmet. Looks like the old days. Playing with no headgear. Amadovsky wants to clear. The shot comes back in, but well wide in the final 25 seconds. Wilgosh still giving a good effort out there. He has the only goal tonight for Wheeling. Weichselbaumer just rolls it into the corner as the Titans want to change, and they'll get one. Trenton's going to win it by a score of 4-1 tonight. Sinclair. Shot. Amadovsky makes the save, and that's going to do it.
A well-earned victory. They played tough from beginning to end. A real strong second period where they put the puck 3 times behind Trevor Pryor, and that broke the game open. And they were looking for a breakout game. They were looking for a game where the offense would come to light. Tonight was the game.
Well, the Titans did a great job for Bujar Amadovsky as they killed off several power plays tonight. And they also netted 2 power play goals of their own. And Bujar Amadovsky with a win goes to 8-5-1 on the season. Great job for Bujar, and the Titan fans let them know about it.
Wow, look at that hat.
Well,
a little bit of Christmas in there, huh?
Yeah, a little bit, but you see all the pucks. It was kind of like the way Trenton was kind of lighting the lamp tonight with goals from DJ Mando, Chris Masters, and 2 by Mike Mader in this 4-1 final tonight. Well, we're awaiting the star of the game announcement tonight. I don't know, Mike Mader with 2 goals tonight, making a strong effort for that. Here's our stars of the game, as they're being announced downstairs. Third star, Bujar Amadovsky. So all of those, and here's the head first slide. The superstition's intact. Bujar raising the roof tonight.
And he deserved it. He played a great game tonight.
How about his first goal of the year for DJ Mando, the second star of the night? So Mando picked up his first goal of the season. And as we thought, first star of the night, how about Mike Mader? 2-goal game to give him 6 on a year. Came in the leader of the Titans at +11. And he'll see that stat go up with a 2-goal game here this evening.
And 2 big goals. Power play at the end of the second and power play at the beginning of the third.
4-1 the final tonight as the Trenton Titans, a 4-1 winner over the Nailers. Big save by Amadovsky. He picked up a star tonight. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment right here on CN8. Welcome back to Sovereign Bank Arena. Your final tonight, 4-1 as the Titans, big winners over Wheeling this evening at Sovereign Bank Arena. Now, Pete Caggiano, I guess the thing that comes to mind is we were talking about the Titans needed some leadership. They needed goal scoring. They got both here tonight.
Well, they sure did. They got a real impressive game by just about everybody. It may not have been pretty, but it worked. They all worked. They worked from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. And in that second period, when it looked like the Nailers might make a move, the Trenton Titans really put on the pressure. They did a great job in the first period by killing off 3 consecutive power plays by the Nailers, and then in the second period, the Titans put their mark on the game by scoring 3 goals in the second period.
Well, let's take a look at our Molson Cup standings as Buyar Amadovsky with a star of the game tonight. And our third star goes to 13 points on the year. Murphy jumps into second place. Cale McLean still with 8. Then Mike Mader with the 2 goals has 5, and Fedotenko also 5 points, and there's your Molson Cup standing tonight. Well, we saw a great game in goal by Buyar Amadovsky. He's standing by with our Bob Lampinen.
Okay, thanks a lot, Mick. And Buyar is with us. And Buyar, congratulations. A very important win. You guys up to 500 again.
Yeah, the guys really picked it up today. We're struggling scoring goals, and today we went out in the first period. We were struggling again to score a goal, and then we came in the dressing room, talked about it a little bit. It was good that it was tied 0-0, and then second period we brought it open.
Certainly did. And I thought in that first period, especially when you shined, they were on the power play, I think, 3 times, and you managed to shut them down all 3. Yeah, that's their problem. We've been spending a lot of time in the box, and obviously goaltending has come up big for the team at that time, and I did at that time, and it showed that we came out strong in the second period. Well, shutouts are always important. I know you're a little disappointed to lose a shutout there at the end. Yeah, I know. Well, a goaltender always keeps that in the back of the mind, and there was 3 minutes left in the game. But the most important part was that we won the game, and we've lost 4 of the last 6, and it was very important that we came out and won the game, especially at home. Well, what was the attitude of the team after the Dayton game? Of course, the coach brought you guys out, had you doing suicide. It's kind of embarrassing to you. And how did the players respond to that treatment? Sure, it's embarrassing. We're professionals, and we got to act like professionals, and we're not. We're a young team, and we weren't at that time acting like professionals. And he showed us what he can do if we don't want to work and we don't want to come to work. We got paid for this job, and the guys got to really come to work. Obviously, you guys learned the lesson well. You came out in the second period especially. What was done to turn things around in the second period? All of a sudden you exploded for 3 goals. Well, one of our guys came in the dressing room and just exploded on the guys. I won't mention any names. He's a goaltender, though, and he's wearing a hat right now right in front of you. I think I had the pleasure of meeting him a little while ago, right? Yeah. What was it that you said to the guys? Well, I lost it on them because we have been struggling to score, and we've been really quiet in dressing room, and I just wanted to pump the guys up, let them know that we have a game here and we got to come to play, and obviously it woke them up, and we came out and scored 3 goals in the second period. And you certainly played tremendously in that second and third period. The team had really been struggling to score goals. Power plays, they were 0 for 7 the other night. All of a sudden you turned it around, also had a couple of power play goals tonight. Yeah, we've been losing low scoring games, and we've been winning low scoring games, so I guess that's my job now to keep the pucks out of the net. And today was really good. We got 4 goals in behind the net, and hopefully Sunday we repeat it again. Well, you're back to the 500, 10 wins, 10 losses, and a couple of ties. What's that mean to you guys? Well, to tell you the truth, we're not really happy with that. We think we're a better team than that, and we've competed with the top teams. We beat Roanoke, we beat Richmond. Those are the top teams in the league, and we show that we can play with them. We lost a lot of 1-goal games, and we just got to step up and do our job. Well, you talked about superstitions after the first period. Were you able to get all those things in tonight? Oh, yeah. I always do my thing. If I don't do it, I don't feel good. So I make sure I get all my superstitions in before the game. Okay, we're going to take a look at a couple of saves that you made during the game. I know whenever you make saves, you like to see them. Well, that was a shot. I came out and challenged, and Skrobot was out playing him, so I just got to come out and challenge, make sure I'm in position. Show a pretty quick glove on that one. Then another one here. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm out on top of the crease, and I just want to get in position, and guys really stood the guys up there. Well, you certainly had a terrific game. I want to congratulate you, one of the stars of the game, and that's always fun at the end of the game. I saw you come out for your little curtain call after the game with a diving flop across the ice. Yeah, well, I used to do that last year in Louisiana, too. I played for them, and the fans have been great here, and they've been treating us very good, so I think we should do things for them too. Okay, Buyar, thanks a million. Okay, thank you. Congratulations. Buyar Amadovsky, one of our stars of the game, a great game in the nets, and let's go back up to Mick.
All right, thanks very much, Bob Lampinen and Pete Caggiano. We're looking for a leader, vocal, maybe a rah-rah guy, and he led by example tonight.
Who thought Coach Cassidy's hero would be the goaltender? Buyar not only did it on the ice, but as he just explained, he did it in the locker room. And maybe sometimes that's what they need. Even though these guys are professionals, they need a kick in the butt sometimes.
Yeah. Also tonight, 4-1. That's kind of butt kicking as well. Trenton with a big victory here tonight. Let's take a break, and then we'll come back with more as we continue here from Sovereign Bank Arena. Stay with us on CN8. 4-1 the final tonight for Trenton over Wheeling at the Sovereign Bank Arena. And right now our Bob Lampinen standing by with a victorious head coach Cassidy. Gentlemen.
Okay, Mick, thank you. And, Coach, congratulations. I know a real relief to you. You guys really needed that win tonight.
Yeah, we hadn't come out and played very well here lately, and tonight I thought, even though we had a lull in the first period, we did a good job killing those penalties, got our momentum back in the second, and finished the job in the third. It would have been nice to see Bouillard get the shutout, but you know what? He's a cocky guy anyway. Like, put him back down to earth. But good all-around win, and we just hope Brule's all right. He sprained his knee, and he's a big part of our defense, and I think he's going to be okay for Sunday, but that's the only concern I have right now.
Well, while we're on break, we're just talking about the fact there's no suicides tonight after this one. Let the guys enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully, that was it will be a one-shot deal. It's just trying to get a message across that, we need to come to the rink and get that work ethic. And I think it was there tonight from start to finish. So I'm pleased with that. And some pucks went in. You can't control that every night, but tonight we went to the net, got some tips and rebounds, and that's one of the things we talked about before the game, especially in the power play, getting pucks to the net and creating some traffic, and it worked for us tonight.
Well, message received. Of course, they played well tonight, but you turn around and you're back here again on the weekend on Sunday at 4 o'clock with Roanoke coming to town.
Yeah, Roanoke's a pretty good hockey club. They don't beat themselves. They don't make a lot of mistakes. But, the good news is we'll catch them on their third and three nights. And hopefully they'll be tired coming in here. We'll have the same sort of jump and the same sort of energy. And I thought the fans were outstanding tonight. It was real loud building, and maybe we had something to do with that. But it was nice to see them on our side, and and hopefully rewarded them, and they got their money's worth with some good hockey.
Well, we've been talking a lot about the lack of scoring. Isn't it amazing that once you get one or two, all of a sudden the floodgates seem to open? You can see the confidence level rise.
Well, we didn't figure we'd be on a goal scoring slump forever. Right now we're missing some key guys that score goals, but we still figured could certainly get 3, 4, at least a couple anyway, and lately just haven't got squat really. So it's nice to see tonight some pucks go in, and it'll be a stiffer challenge Sunday, but our guys will be in a better frame of mind hopefully, and we can build off this going into the sort of the Christmas break.
Does it mean anything psychologically to you to be back at the 500 level?
Yeah, that's something that as a coach and even as a team, you don't want to get too far below that, if below it at all. And we've been hovering around it all year. Now we got again 3 out of our next 4 at home, and hopefully we can, sort of separate ourselves from those middle level clubs, in our conference and get up towards the Richmonds and the Hampton Roads and the Roanoaks and start making up some ground and get away, put that 500 mark behind us once and for all.
One of your jobs is to teach young people how to be professionals. Your evaluation on how that process is going so far.
Well, with the young team, we've had our peaks and valleys. Certainly Friday, like I said, I think one of the biggest reasons we skated after was because of our lack of professionalism over the last week. And that goes right from practice, too, and not being ready to play when we come to the rink. And, we just got fed up, as a coaching staff. We were embarrassed the other night. And, we work hard to get our players ready. And if they're not ready, it's a reflection on us. So hopefully, they learned a little something the other night, and they were more prepared tonight. And it's also about motivating yourself. There's a lot of little things you got to do as a professional athlete, and it all comes down to, that's a big part of being a professional. And, we're trying to teach those things, be accountable, be responsible, bring the work ethic every night and look after yourself and motivate yourself. And hopefully the message will get through as the year goes on and it'll show in our performance.
Well, 100,000 fans have already come through the turnstiles at this arena. It's really caught on, and you mentioned the fans tonight. That's a big part of your program, and it seems like the Trenton area and the entire Jersey, Pennsylvania area is really supporting you.
Yeah, they've really come out in bunches, and it's too bad we couldn't have a better record at home and send them home happy or more often, but that's the way it goes, and hopefully from here on in we can send them home like nights like tonight where they feel they get their money's worth. But they've been behind us 100%, and that's great. Sure, the other night we heard a few cat calls, and that's good. We deserved it. We deserved the boos, and tonight we got the cheers. And again, credit to the guys. They earned them tonight. So, like I said, I think the fans are outstanding, and they're behind us all the way. And like I said, if we can get them into the game, then they can keep us in the game, and it'll be a great atmosphere here.
All right, Coach, we're going to send you home a happy man. Congratulations, great win.
All right.
Okay, well, that's it from down here. Let's send it up to the boys in the booth.
All right. Great job tonight, Bob Lampinen. And Pete Caggiano, look at your final stats. Well, the Titans dominated where they had to on the scoreboard and also in the stat column as well.
Absolutely. Look at the power play shots. 10-4. That's why the Titans were able to score 2 power play goals tonight. That, and also take a look at the hits, 10-7. But a lot of those hits came early in the game when the teams were feeling each other out. And tonight's game was also one where the Titans didn't give up. They played lackluster in the first period, but after Bouillard went into the locker room and, as you heard, screamed and yelled at the players, they came back in the second period.
Well, motivational leader in Bouillard Amadowski kind of kick-started the offense. We have a chance to take a look at some of the goals as we had them tonight. It was a scoreless first period, but in the second period, well, the floodgates got open. And we start with DJ Mando as he was right there on the doorstep.
Well, Mando does a good job because what he does here is he puts in a rebound of the shot from Cam White at the point.
And then Masters gets into the act as well as Chris Masters finds the back of the net.
Well, Jed Whitchurch makes the play here. Watch, he's just going to glide the puck, just slides it across. All Masters has to do is keep his stick on the ice and it goes in the net.
And then Mike Mader picks up his first of 2 power play goals.
Mader gets left all alone. Watch as the defenseman for Wheeling leaves him right by the edge of the crease. Saved there by Pryor, but Mader just turns around and taps it into the net.
And then Mader came up big, his second goal of the night, and that's why he was the number 1 star this evening.
Again, around the net, cruising in front, redirects the shot from the point. His second power play goal, his 6th goal of the year.
When you take a look at the upcoming games, Titans in December, they'll be right here Sunday against Roanoke. You'll see it on CN8. And then also you have Toledo coming to town, and then they'll hit the road to go to Roanoke, so like kind of a home and home with Roanoke, and they can make some big points in the standings there with a couple of victories. Then Dayton, Johnstown, and Hampton Roads. So the end of the year finds, well, the Titans on the road, and they'll have to make some hay there.
Absolutely. They played a bulk of their schedule home early in the season. They're at 500 right now. They have a few more games before the end of the year. Now is the time to put the points on the board.
When all is said and done, you talk about the Titans, we talk about leaders stepping up. All right, maybe Bouillard Amadowski did a great job of firing guys up in the locker room, but we talked about goal scoring. And I think one of the big things is the Titans put the puck on the net tonight when they had to. And notice the first couple power plays weren't that successful. But then they kind of got away from the fancy passing at the point, put the puck on net, and good things happened.
Well, the other thing they did, Mick, is they rushed the net. They got guys in front of Pryor. They screened the goaltender. They rushed for rebounds. They redirected shots. They did things goal scorers do to score goals, and that is to get to the hole, get to the net. And when you do that, the puck goes in.
So the power play was clicking, but I think another thing that really comes to mind is, as you saw the stats at Bouillard in the locker room, his goals against now down to about 1.94. The Titans came in giving up 52 goals, which was tied for second best in the league. The defense is doing the job for Bouillard as well.
The defense, the forwards, everybody is doing their job. See, everybody thinks just the defenseman or the goaltender, it's their job to stop the puck. But the forwards have to come back. The forwards have to pick up the opposing team's forwards and back check all the way into the zone, prevent them from getting shots off. And when you do that, when it's a team effort, when all 5 guys are in sync, you keep the other team off the board.
Well, it was a very interesting night, and the Titans win this one by a count of 4-1 over Wheeling. And now they will be at home once again on Sunday. You'll see that game right here at 4:05 as they take on Roanoke on CN8. Now for our producer, Sean Spurring, and our director, John Anderson, for Bob Lampin downstairs, and for Pete Caggiano, I'm Mick Moninghoff, and thanks for joining us tonight from Sovereign Bank Arena. Again, your final, Trenton 4-1 over Wheeling, and yes, the Titans are once again at 500. So long, everybody.